Hey guys, what is up? It is your boy Jack here, back again, bringing you a brand new Let's Play of another Digimon game. It is, of course, Digimon Story Hacker's Memory, the second in the Digimon Story franchise to come out, and obviously the predecessor, or at least one of the predecessors, of Time Stranger, which is coming out this year. We're on the road to Time Stranger thoroughly at this point. We finally have a release date, and I thought, what better way to celebrate and get ready for the new game coming out in October than by starting another playthrough. Now, obviously, we have played through this game in the past. This playthrough will be an informed playthrough, if you like. We have played through our original Let's Play back in the day, which was one of my first ever Digimon Let's Plays, believe it or not. Obviously, a lot has changed since then. We've come a long way, we've evolved quite a lot, and people often ask me, Jack, is there any newer playthroughs of Cyber Sleuth or any newer playthroughs of Hacker's Memory? Just like in the case of our recent Next Order playthrough, I very rarely uploaded these playthroughs to the channel because I just thought at the time, you know, people could always watch the OG playthroughs, but like I said, a lot has changed and obviously there's a lot of momentum going on, so we're bringing you a brand new Let's Play. We're bringing Hacker's Memory back once again. I think one of the obvious topics I gotta quickly cover before I toss you guys into episode 1 here with Past Jack is that there'll be a fair few of you guys that are curious as to why we're perhaps playing through Hacker's Memory and not Cyber Sleuth first. We may end up doing both as an actual 2025 Let's Play, but for the time being, first and foremost, Hackers is the most recent game in the franchise. It has the most amount of Digimon, and assuming you're not playing the special edition, it's something that Cyber Sleuth lacks, right? Cyber Sleuth, the original, has a lot less balance changes and also Digimon involved in it. Secondly, Hacker's Memory has, and this is probably more important, so Hackers has just been given away for free on PlayStation Plus within the last couple of months, and so I thought there would be a huge number of you guys that are potentially jumping on board with Hackers and obviously getting involved with it. If you guys are completely new to both of these games, but you're still excited for Time Stranger, you might have the question of, Jack, do I need to play Cyber Sleuth before enjoying Hacker's Memory? And the answer is no, you don't. The games can be played and enjoyed almost exclusively from one another. There are some nods, as you'll see countless times at the start of this episode here today, but no, the characters of Hacker's Memory are completely new. It's a completely new narrative, and although it does take place in the same location as Cyber Sleuth and around the same time zone, you can enjoy them independently. I'm talking too much, guys, so without further ado, I hope you enjoy. Any feedback you have, let me know. If you enjoy the episode, if you like this type of format, if you think the episodes are too long, if you like the episode length, and yeah, that's it, guys. Enjoy. I'll adjust as I go. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much for the support. Welcome to all the new subscribers this channel has been seeing recently. I love you to bits, and I hope you enjoy our new Let's Play of Hacker's Memory. Peace. Let's just make it Wolfie. That'll do. I don't know if that's weird or not. Sometimes I regret calling my characters myself, like my own name, because then they start calling me like Senpai Wolfie and stuff, and that's always a bit weird. So, welcome to Kowloon, an abandoned part of Eden and the stomping ground of hackers. So, again, this is all kind of mentioned a little bit in Cyber Sleuth, but again, you don't really need to know what's going on here. The game is going to drip feed you the information, and obviously I'm going to tell you about it as we play through. So this is like, it's obviously quite clearly a virtual reality, right? And the character that we have right now is actually our avatar. So this is what we look like in the space. It also looks like that's what, you know, he kind of looks like that in the real world as well. You saw him like putting the virtual reality mask on and then kind of diving in. So what's going on here is basically our character is going to, I think he's trying to do a job with the team. Chitosi is an important name. We don't get to see what our other characters look like, but these silhouettes do actually somewhat reflect the characters. So the graphic files are a bit scrambled. Yo, Reggie, can you see my face? What about Erika? Here's Erika here. And again, this is the first time we are meeting these characters, so don't worry about like not knowing who these characters are, or like, hey, I don't know who Erika is. Was she in the first game? No. Brand new story. And we're the newbie. We're joining the team. We're joining the hacker squad, right? It's a big moment, okay? It's like applying for McDonald's, but much cooler. I can say that, I used to work there. The clients won't permit hackers who cause trouble for Eden. Eden is the online virtual space that we're in right now. And it governs absolutely everything, guys. It's like, people work here, it's like movies, shopping, hangouts. It's basically this massive online space that's used for so many things, which is why the hacking is so important, right? Again, all of that will be explained as we go, and again, some of my finer details will be a little bit rough around the edges, but I'm giving you guys the speedrun TLDR, okay? So, first things first, let's gather information on Shiga from the hackers in Kowloon. Kowloon's like one of these kind of back alley parts of the online space. Hummingbird downloaded. Say hello to my little friend, the custom malware Hummingbird. Turn this down a little bit. Again, I'll put it back down to where it was earlier. Try and adjust this for you guys in a way that's not blowing your eardrums up. I'll adjust most of this stuff in editing later as well. If you happen to across anyone shady when scrounging up dirt, give it a shot. Here or in the real world information collection is my specialty. Since you've just joined the team, I'll teach you whatever you need to know. Let me remind you that this is a test. You better show us your resolve. Here we are here. And we mean business. Looks like you're ready to go. Shows what you got, says Erica. Alright, straight into chapter 1, guys. Again, this game, Cyber Sleuth had quite a sluggish start to it, in my opinion. But not bad. The first time you play is grand, but then on repeated playthroughs, can be a little bit sweaty at times. This is my first job as a hacker. I've never done anything like this before, but I'll just get it done step by step. Save data. Okay, cool. And we got a bunch of people to talk to. Luckily, hackers seems like it's a little bit faster to get going. Brand new save file, rookie hacker, hard difficulty. Let's get it, guys. All right, so this is gonna be like your little tutorial, and I'm just gonna speed through most of this stuff. Again, if you guys want to see a playthrough where I really carefully touch on all these things, guys, not the people, that'd be weird, but like when I'm talking about the finer details, everything that's going on and contemplating, if you guys want the blind playthrough, you gotta check out the OG back in the day. This one's just a refreshed 2025 one, so again, this will be more relevant to most of the people who have played this before, but you guys who are maybe playing it for the first time could also enjoy it. There will be spaces that we're walking around like this as a character, but I think there's also gonna be time where there's times where you'll be flying around through some of these areas as well. Don't worry about the medals, they're just a collectible thing. They're not super important, but it depends who you ask. We're not going to be too sweaty about the medals because there's hundreds of them. The hardest part of playing a Digimon Story game on hard mode is actually the beginning of the game, in my opinion. Some of the bosses have really, really ruthless difficulty spikes that will crush you. So if that happens, don't feel bad about it. If you're playing on normal, just ignore everything I'm saying here. But for me personally, when we first start playing hard mode, getting your first couple of fights out of the way is really challenging because you'll only have 1 or 2 Digimon, and typically the enemies are going to beat you up quite severely. So as long as you take that nice and carefully, you'll be okay, and then you'll be able to breathe in no time. You want to know about Shiga? I don't know anything about him now. Go away! Install the malware? Sure. Just going to inject into this poor fellow's ass. I don't know why he's squatting. I don't know what that's all about. I've installed the malware, now I just have to wait for him to make his move. As if it's that easy, you know. Wait, see this guy's leg explode. I'm Shiga, the one you've been looking for. Cyber Sleuth and Hacker's memories have fairly long, unskippable openings, yeah. I mean, like, it's one thing for a game to set the scene and set the tone for a playthrough like this. How the game tells its narrative is, you know, open for debate on whether it's successful or not. Don't get careless because my brother's with you, says Erica. It's not like I'm worried or anything, just stay sharp. So Erica's a bit of a tsundere character, if you haven't already noticed. There's a weird kind of vibe between the main character and Erica in this playthrough. I'll let it unravel for you. Can't really tell, like it's like half sisterly, half romantic. It's a bit kind of Oni-chan. I'll let you guys determine what you think about that, but I actually quite liked Erica in the first playthrough. So you'll see more of her as we go. When I lost my account, teachers and classmates began suspecting me of hacking and I started to hate going to school. Only my best friend Yu still believed in me, so our main character does have a close friend that you will see throughout this playthrough called Yu, which is a bit, that gets a bit, well, we're going to make some rush hour jokes about that later and I'm not going to apologise for it. That's when I was contacted by a hacker group going by the name of K. So basically our avatar was stolen and now we're here to try and get our avatar back, to try and clear our name and have a normal life again. And we've entrusted these hackers to help us. I think that's the TLDR. I know who seems to have raided your account. If you want your account back, you'll have to deal with him. Or his name, not my name. His name. Why am I telling you this? It's simple. I'm a Guardian of Eden. I won't forgive any acts of barbarianism that take place here. Whether you believe me or not is entirely up to you. It's entirely up to you. Who, me, you? No, you. Oh, not my friend, me. So you're really going through with this? Draco, I really appreciate you. Thanks, man. The alerts are off for just now, guys, but I'll put them back on in like 5 minutes, I promise. Appreciate it. They're not off because I hate you guys, just because I know as soon as I start recording, you guys start blasting like 4,000. I know what these are like. I can't agree with you going after hackers, catching criminals, says you. So this is our friend. This is like a little flashback here between us and you. This is our school uniform, I guess. I don't know why we've got the virtual reality headset with us in the internet cafe. Maybe we're just walking around ready to dive into RuneScape at any point, I don't know. Listen, says you, I'm your best friend. If everyone knows you're not a hacker, it's me. Isn't that, well, good enough? I think Yu's a bit in love with us. Yu's a bit clingy. He's nice. If you're dead set on it, I won't stop you. But you have to let me help you, said Yu. You? Who, me, you? You've heard of it, haven't you? The abandoned area of Eden that hackers call home? We don't know how Yu knows about these things. We don't ask questions, but Yu knows. Yu's fairly well educated on the subject. I read on the net that there's some sort of black market there. All sorts of hackers swapping information. Who knows? We might find some info on Shiga there. Should we go check it out? We just want our avatar back, basically. Because we have no avatar, people are starting to suspect that we are a hacker, which at the time is not true. We've just lost our account in some sort of hacking scam. Thank you for saying that, Yu. It means a lot to me. But I can't let a good friend get wrapped up in this. That's why I've made my mind to go to the black market alone. So we're not taking Yu with us. We're going solo. I don't even know if our character knows what Digimon are yet, but we're about to see some Digimon. Hope you guys are ready for that. You as well, Yu. Hey, Wolfcook, what's up, man? Just restarted my playthrough on Switch 2, going hard. Nice. They're on pause till Jack gets $200 tips. No, that's not true. I'm not going to tell you guys when I put my letters back on. Because she's all bully me with them. I know what these are like, chat. I know what these are like. Do I know a hacker named Shiga? Nope. Is Shiga that guy who always comes here? If so, try asking the girl with the hat over there. We're just getting through this, guys. We need to keep this moving as fast as possible, okay? We're going to take in the scenery. We're going to smell the flowers. But you guys, if we went at half speed, we'd be here for this episode. The start would be more bloated than it needs to be. And I know that I'm I'm guilty of that sometimes, so... Everybody's squatting in this game. That cannot be comfortable on that man's knees. He has some sort of power calves. I don't know what's going on there. Hey, you. Yeah, you. The nobody. So again, these are ruthless criminals. Ruthless hacker criminals. They have no manners, chat. I'm talking to you, kid. Do you see anyone else around here? Guess you must think you're hot stuff. Oh. This is your first time in the market. Yep. It's like watching a country bumpkin's first trip to the big city. That was me the weekend. What you ask? Well, duh, I'm talking about Digimon, bro. Who else is there? This place is a market dealing in digital monsters. Alright, cool. So that's where the Digimon come in. If you have a question for a businessman like myself, you'd best know that money talks, boy. Oh yeah, that's something I should have mentioned as well. Within the space of like hackers, right? This wild west of hackers, there are like gangs, hacker teams. And the hacker teams are there as like a kind of like a mafia. You know how like a mafia will be like organized crime, and then the other mafias would either like war against each other or like help each other. That's exactly what's happening here. It's like they kind of keep all the criminals in line within their own kind of like criminal organization. So that's where the hacker teams come in. They're not always bad, by the way. Sometimes the hacker teams are good people, like the hacker team that we're supposedly working with. We don't know if they're good or not yet, but we could assume that they're more trustable than, you know, some of these maniacs. So, Digimon are digital monsters hacking programs used by hackers. Who knows who or what made them, but they started showing up in Eden. You making fun of me, kid? You can't even buy a single Digimon with that much scratch. Apparently we came here with no pocket money. We've got 10 quid from hoovering the carpet that Mum gave us, and now we're trying to buy a Digimon. These are our starters. Oh shit, I should have made a poll for you guys. I'll do that right now really quickly. Well, there you go, guys. Thank you so much. Normally, if I was doing this through the Twitch chat, there would be a timer on it, but 15 votes through Betamon. When I first played through this game a long time ago, Gotsumon was actually the vote, and Gotsumon was our starter. Although we've definitely done a Tentomon run before, because Tentomon is extremely good. Alright, let's do it. Betamon it is. Betamon is a virus type. He is a water Digimon, and turns into some pretty cool guys, so that's the one. Let's go for it. GG's, guys. We will most likely have a Gotsumon and a Thingy-Majigamon in our team ASAP anyway, so don't sweat it too much if your vote wasn't the winning choice. Tentomon is an absolute homie and I love him a bit, so he was the underdog on that vote. I'll take the first name, says Draco. Draco, you can let me know what you want me to call my my Betamon here. The Giga Chad. I feel like this is the part where like they could trim this right down. You know, they could trim this right down to make it a bit more fluid, but it is what it is. I'm not here as an editor, I'm just here as a player. You came all this way without any Digimon, buddy? I'm gonna make you regret this mistake. So this guy's got an Ogremon and a Devimon. He's about to give us the Wham Bam thank you, man. Well, it's alright, because we brought some homies. Here he is, the main man, Ryuji Mishima. I think he is the leader of our hacking group. So we saw a little bit of him, his outline on the phone. No matter how I look at no matter how much I look at it, all I see here is an honest kid planning on fighting a newbie with Digimon. What are you getting all flustered for? When us hackers have a bone to pick, there's only one way to settle things: a Digimon battle. Naturally. That's like when your mum asks you to clean your room and you're like, "Mum, I don't want to," and then she summons Metal Greymon in your bedroom. You get mixed up in this without knowing anything, right? So what Regi's saying here is basically, you're a bit of a noob, but I respect the fact you didn't run away, even though you have no idea what the fuck you're doing. Which is true, we don't have any idea. We're brand new, fresh off the boat. You've got guts, kid. It's not fair if it's a one-sided, or if one side has a numerical advantage, now things are even. Let's do this. So this is our opening. Again, I get flashbanged. This is what the combat of this game looks like, guys. Stats and timeline. So the timeline is the order in which the enemies are going to go, and you're going to go. So that's on the right-hand side, quite important. I'm going to teach you all this anyway, and a lot of you will know what we're doing for the most part. So you have the ability to block in this game, which basically makes you just block. You've got items, you've got an auto battle mode for basically letting the game play itself, which is a bit wild, but is a thing. If you want to do a regular attack, you can just do that. So let's go ahead and hit Devimon here for being jacked out of his mind. And you've also got special attacks. Because this is the tutorial, I don't know if we can theoretically lose, but because we are playing on hard mode, this guy will slap the shit out of us if he connects. You'll see it just now. Luckily, our teammate is tanking all the damage, which is cool. I'll show you guys our special attack, because obviously our main attack is not very good. Both of these Digimon are virus types, which is the little virus icon. You can see that this guy is brown, and this guy is purple. Probably not going to do too much damage here. That's not bad. Typically, when you're playing this game, when the enemy Digimon die, they won't get revived. So you're always trying to take out one Digimon first. Normally, always. You'll get AoE moves, you'll get debuffs, you'll get debuffed, you'll have status procs where you'll be stunned and put to sleep and all that stuff. All your standard RPG jazz. Again, the cool thing about hard mode, and the reason I choose hard mode, isn't because I've got like an ego thing going on. It's just because typically in JRPGs, hard mode normally makes everything a bit more important. Like when you pick items, or you pick your team, or any kind of strategy that you inject into your team comp, it's normally worthwhile, it's normally relevant. The only downside is, although the game does become more challenging, sometimes you will have fights in this game where the AI will just completely slam you, and you won't even know the fight's coming sometimes. So there is a bit of a weird thing going on with the balancing of hard mode in this game. It's basically just makes all the Digimon tankier. And it's not always great, but for the most part, we'll get by just fine. Again, the best way to get around it is just having a strong, diverse team as quickly as you can, and then constantly adapting it and changing it as you go. For hackers, whatever the winner of a battle says goes, got it? So that's Regi saying that basically the battles determine everything. It's not like you can defeat you can't defeat a hacker team and then the hacker just pulls out a Glock after it and says, actually, I don't want to give you my money. It doesn't work like that. Knock it off, that's Regi Mishima. That Mishima? Regi's kind of a big deal, apparently. So, there you go. Bit of a Wild West, we're in the middle of it. Regi's like, don't be a hero, it's not gonna work. You come too. Looks like he's adopting us. He sees us as like slave labor, you know? He's like, oh, look at this guy. You're fine with letting them run off? That face, dude. Looks like the one's taking a liking to you. Go on, use it. There must be some sort of connection here. Look at Betamon. What an absolute legend. He looks like he's seen some shit. He's not even looking at us. He's like staring past us into the horizon. So you came here in pursuit of Yuji Shiga, a hacker who raided your account. I want to say that was pretty ballsy, but truth be told, it was damn reckless. And here's a bit of backstory about Ida. Now, again, we could sit through all this, guys, but the TLDR is Regi's saying that we need to be more sensible, we need to be more careful, we're a young spring fawn, and if we keep doing what we're doing, we're going to get ourselves in serious trouble. But he also respects us for it. I think this is the bit where he adopts us into the hacker team. I can't say I dislike it. Truth is, I'm after Yuji Shiga myself. Oh, there you go, that's a good coincidence. I'm a handyman, you see. A source of mine asked me to investigate the guy. Not all of Eden hackers are scum like Shiga, not us and not our clients. So there you go. He's basically saying, like, obviously biased. He's basically saying, like, not everybody's a scumbag. Sometimes the hackers are, you know, just trying to make a living. It's almost like counter-terrorism in a weird way. The hackers hack the hackers and stop the bad hackers from being super bad. Say, wanna come with me? Oh my god. Regi, my mum warned me about this. I don't think I should go and see your puppy Digimon. It may sound a bit stuck up of me, but all hackers are pretty much the same beast. My hoodie hacker team will lend you a hand. So hoodie is, it's a bit weird, but hoodie is the name of his squad. That's literally it. Not hoodie like you'd put on if you were cold. I mean like Hudie. I don't know. You will sometimes get dialogue choices in this game, but they don't ever matter, ever. Like 99.99% of the time, it's just filler. So again, don't worry about it. If you see an option to pick like A or B or C or D, guys, you don't have to Google what the right answer is. It rarely matters. So here we are, that's the flashback over, and this is us here. We're in our hoodie outfit. This coat that we're wearing is the hoodie gear. You can see Chitosi's, not Chitosi, Riju, excuse me. He's got his hoodie around his waist. I guess he's got big guns, so he's trying to show those off. Maybe he's trying to land himself a GF or a BF, I don't know. Let's go, Shiga's just ahead. So at least we have some assistance now, and we have our own Digimon as well. Our Digimon doesn't have a name yet. What did Draco say? Excuse me? Yeah, you guys are just you guys are alright over there? All with a bang today. I love to see it, guys. Thank you for coming to visit me. If you're watching on YouTube today, thank you. If you're watching on Twitch today, big thank you. As of today, along with some of the primes, we've had over like 80 subs, which is just absolutely bonkers, considering that I'm just back and I've been chatting pish the whole time. So I hope you are excited for some Digimon adventures over the next couple of weeks. It's going to be a good time to be getting hyped for Time Stranger, and honestly, I'm just very privileged to be here, so big thank you. Right, let's have a little look at our Betamon here. You can actually rename this guy. You can check out all of his stats. So we start with Betamon. He is the Virus Water type. He is a rookie. He uses 4 memory. I'll teach you what that means in a minute. Starts with 5 ABI, 1% camaraderie. His best stat is his intelligence stat, which is his magic attack. He's quite fast with 38 speed as well, and his personality is a fighter. Now, for the fighter personality means that he's basically got a slight buff to his physical attack, but we'll change that later on. That doesn't matter. Again, you don't really have to worry about these things, but in the beginning of the game, it's a bit more relevant, especially on hard mode. So let's see if we can't get in a fight here with some Digimon. We will not be able to build our Digimon until we hit the DigiLab, but we will be able to scan Digimon right now. And being here along with Regi's Digimon is quite nice because he will actually help kill some of these mons. Which will allow us to get some levels on Betamon and stop him from getting one-tapped. So let's go ahead and try and electrocute Koromon here. We might see our first paralysis proc. That was a shit ton of damage, holy crap. Betamon kind of smurfing. You'll see how much XP we get here. Actually, no, I thought that was going to be way better. I'm going to be honest. I thought that was going to be way better. Am I allowed to go this way? This is no time for a detour. Okay. So I think where the game wants us to go is directly ahead. I was going to try and lean into Regi here to try and get as many fights as possible. You do actually have some hacker skills. I'm just trying to remember how to do those. I don't know if they're accessible right now. We'll figure it out later. You there, do you want to learn about the basics of battles? Absolutely not. We're gonna go over the basics of battles as we play, guys. Let's see if we can try and scan some of these Digimon and also try and get a level on Betamon up to level 7. Because it's like, you know how when you start a Pokemon run, guys, the difference between your Pidgey being like level 3 and level 7 is like night and day. So I'm not going to go for that many levels, of course, just now, but if we can get up to level 7, it'll give us a bit more survivability. And again, we can take full advantage of Regi's Digimon here. To carry us. You can see that we're getting absolutely lampooned here. I think when we actually level up in this game, I think you go back to full health. So when we hit level 7, we actually get a full health bar, which I'm going to try and abuse here. McCandy, you're a legend. What's up, dude? Twitch account 35 says, Wolfie, stoked you're doing a playthrough of this again. I started one and was watching your old one on YouTube. Yeah, Twitch account, thank you so much for saying that. I really appreciate you. Yeah, I just thought it was time, guys. It was by far and above time to do a refresh playthrough again. We have played through Cyber Sleuth and Hacker's Memory on stream numerous times over the years since our original playthrough. We typically play at Christmas time before Christmas, or we'll typically play one of the games in January when we're trying to like warm into the new year and there aren't maybe there's like a drought of games. I normally do fall back into these games because I find them very pleasant and relaxing. They're also very good chatting games because there's a lot of downtime where I'm just mindlessly grinding. But I haven't actually uploaded a playthrough of Hacker's Memory or Cyber Sleuth since I think it was like 2017 or something like that. It's a crazy amount of time ago. And so a lot of people come looking, they'll come to the Twitch channel, they'll come to the YouTube channel and they'll say, Jack, do you have a modern playthrough of Cyber Sleuth? Do you have a modern playthrough of Hackers? And I always tell them I don't because I've not uploaded them. So this time I will upload and I'll try and give you guys a refreshed version of the playthrough. So Punamon at 100% can be created in the DigiLab. You guys won't know what that is if you haven't played the game before. I'll show you very soon when we get it. When the Digimon go to 120, 130, 140, it means that when you build the Digimon, they'll start at a stronger baseline. So theoretically, you want to scan the Digimon as much as possible before you make them, but I'm not going to get too caught up in those details, guys. Some people will absolutely be in my comments later on this week being like, Jack, you should make the Digimon 200% before you build them. I mean, theoretically it's true, but I'm not really arsed about these kind of things, guys. We're going to be playing a lot of this game. We're going to be doing a lot of grinding. And there's going to be elements where we just... sometimes we'll be super efficient, sometimes we'll be silly. It's just the way it be. As long as you guys are cool with that, then we'll get on just fine. Alright, Agumon and Gabumon. We know these guys. What's happening? There's a human here too. Here they are in all their glory. Agumon and Gabumon were a big part of Cyber Sleuth 1. They were the partners of one of the characters from Cyber Sleuth. So here they are again. That's a good mon. I'll take real good care of you, don't worry. He's a creepy guy. I guess we're going to fight him here. That's Yuji Shiga. So this is supposedly the guy who stole our avatar. And this is the guy we want to find to get it back. You guys over there. Nice to see so many people hanging out today. I hope these are keen for some hackers. There's one of the questions I'll probably get a lot on this playthrough, and something I should address sooner rather than later. There's probably a couple of people who are wondering why we're doing a Hacker's Memory playthrough instead of Cyber Sleuth as like a refresh playthrough. And there's a couple of reasons for that, guys. The TLDR of it is that, first of all, Hacker's Memory is the freshest of the two. And it's also just been re-released on PlayStation Plus, I think, for a lot of people. So I thought a lot of people would be interested in seeing a playthrough of this. I know that Cyber Sleuth technically came first before this particular game. You know, Cyber Sleuth came before Hacker's Memory, but I still think the Hacker's Memory is quite a good indication of what Time Stranger is going to be like. So I've decided to do Hacker's Memory first. I do actually have the complete version of Cyber Sleuth Hacker's Memory on my PC. That would have been my preferred way to play this playthrough with you guys. We have to be careful we don't die here. But I have difficulty launching the complete edition of Digimon Cyber Sleuth and Hacker's Memory on my PC. It's just, it doesn't always work properly. I got it working over the weekend actually, but I had to make a new profile for Windows, and that's a bit awkward with streaming and stuff, so... Yeah, if we play Hackers, I guarantee that when you guys play this, you will play the exact same version as me. No matter whether you are playing on PC, PS4, PS5, or Nintendo Switch. We got a big bunch of XP for defeating this guy. There we go, baby. Oof. We got level up to level 8 and we're almost level 9, so there you go. You can see that we're still gaining +2 intelligence, so again, kind of alluding to the fact that Betamon is a special attacker. You want to lean into that. It won't matter if you're on normal mode, but if you're on hard, you want to pay attention to these things. Please, I beg of you, don't destroy my account, says Shiga. So there you go, guys. Any questions about that, I can discuss it further. If you see anybody else in the Twitch chat or the YouTube chat today asking the question why we're doing Hacker's Memory and not Cyber Sleuth, based on everything you've heard me speak just now, hopefully you guys can help fill in some of the people who are joining today. I'll try and cover as many questions as I can, but if I miss some, you guys can maybe help back me up if that's okay. Go on, take a look at my Digivice if you don't believe me. So Shiga's saying he didn't steal her account. Your Digivice, huh? He's right, doesn't look like your account's in here. Digivices are not relevant to these games at all. The fact that they've even mentioned the Digivice is purely... I mean, there's going to be somebody who corrects this later, but for the most part, Digivice, you know, in the sense that we know from like the original TV seasons, Digivices are not really used in Cyber Sleuth or Hacker's Memory. I guess in this version of the events, it's just a way where hackers store all of their data, I guess. Or maybe that is what they call the main menu in this game. I don't know. I don't really pay attention to shit like that, but... Okay, we got a cutscene here. And we get something spooky happening. If you thought this game was weird from the beginning, you know, based on our main character's appearance, well, it's about to get a lot more weird. I introduced to you guys Space Squids. Duh! That's not a normal Digimon, by the way, just letting you know. That's exclusive to these games. It's a bit spooky. No, it's not. Uh-oh. Yeah, it's a bit grim. He's not coming back, guys. He's not. He's dead in Minecraft and in real life. That thing looks dangerous. We better get out of here. But we have to help. Leave him. Uh-oh. We're doing that thing again. Shiga's getting cooked. Yeah, he's doomed. Jim, how's it going? The Digiwaves are more jumbled than before. Listen, guys, we're going to go with Space Squid instead of Hentai Monster, okay? Luckily, we're not sponsored this week, but if we were... Something weird's been going on in Kowloon. No, in all of Eden lately. Hope it's nothing serious. Rigi, we just saw a man being devoured literally from head to foot by a giant monster. Don't get all mopey just because the first clue didn't lead anywhere. If that guy was a bust, just start looking for the next clue. So basically, that guy who was supposed to have our avatar doesn't have our avatar. He doesn't have our account. So, somebody's lied to us. Have you given up already? That works too. You'll be seeing the type of danger you face just now almost every single day. Whether you continue on or not is up to you. Rigi laying down the law. Again, Digimon kind of setting the tone for being a bit more kind of, I don't want to say mature, but, you know, it's a bit more serious than perhaps some other games in this genre. Welcome to Hoodie, kid. You're one of us now. Let's head back to the shop. Our buddies are waiting for us. Does anybody have any questions so far about what's going on? There's a lot to learn and unpack, but you'll learn and play as you go, you know. Continuing the logout process. And now we're back to the real world. So now we're actually back on planet Earth. We're back in, I think it's Shibuya. See you at your next login. Thank you. Oh, and your Digivice is actually the, I guess that is the mask, the Digivice? I don't know. I guess it's just the whole thing that we use when we're basically logged in. Eden is a human network connecting the world to the future, operated by Kamishiro Enterprises. So there you go. That's a name to remember. Basically a massive billion-dollar, trillion-dollar business, I would assume. We'll save in a wee save file here. So that's the start. You can't really go wrong with it. Ideally, we get some more Digimon added to our team ASAP. We're going to be cooking Digimon ASAP. 1 hour to get to that part. I mean, not bad. That's us into chapter 2. Hey James, how's it going, man? What's up, James? Probably a registry problem that isn't allowing him to boot in his main profile. I think so too, Buckets. I think it is something to do with the registry. I just don't know why it is the way it is. Let's see if there's things we can do here. We can't log in. I think we have to just head in this direction. Okay, so in this game, if I miss sometimes, especially in the beginning, if you speak to an NPC and they tell you where to go and you don't notice what they've said, you do sometimes get lost. So I'm going to try and not get lost here. I will go to the store really quickly. Oh, I'll drink coffee as well, apparently. I was trying to talk to the woman here, but... Nice. Alright, so we've just had a coffee. Nice. We've added some products to make sure... Blah, blah, blah. Right, we can buy some stuff here. We have 3,347 yen, which my head is covering. We're definitely going to stock up on some stuff while we get the chance, guys, because these HP capsules will be very, very important later on. SP capsules, not so important at the moment, but still relevant later. That's a huge amount of money. Good Lord in heaven. Let's buy this. We're also going to buy a HP attachment, I think. This is very expensive. Let's buy a HP attachment. And then we will buy one of these. And we will buy... We don't need that. I think we just buy more HP capsules, honestly. You can never really have too many HP, especially in the beginning, because your Digimon will get their asses kicked. You don't even really have to talk to that shopkeeper and do what I'm doing. This is just like because I'm tryhard, so... And again, because we're playing on hard mode, we have to think about this. If you go into your Digimon, it can be quite awkward to realise how to add your equipment, and I might not even get it right here. You have to go into your Digimon, not your equipment. It's really weird. You don't go into your items. You go into your Digimon, go into settings, go into your Digimon, and then down the bottom go to equipment, and then add in your item. Be careful, because once you add the item in, it doesn't actually give you the immediate HP, so just be aware of that. So, like, if I wanted to top this guy up, I'd have to go like this. It's a bit weird, but there's other ways to heal your Digimon. I'm just showing you for the sake of science. Let's keep this show on the road and keep it moving. This is Erika, one of our main characters that we're going to be spending a lot of time with. I'm sure you'll learn to love or hate Erika pretty shortly. Maybe Darkwing, maybe. Hey Hayden, what's up? JT, what's up, man? I'll check out the VOD later. Alright, JT, deal, man. Thank you for that. Hayden, how's things? What does your shirt say? I'm wearing a... This is awkward, seeing as we're playing Digimon. I'm wearing a Pokemon shirt. It says, don't be crabby. Don't be crabby. Okay, so Erika's really mad. She has a... I don't know what it is. It's like a What is that? A Mimitan? Is that what it is? She's got a keyboard Mimitan toy thing that she beats the shit out of us with. A Big Brother told you? She's mad because we went into her little room. Erica's like your classic, I stay in a cupboard my whole life and work with computers. She's a bit of a whiz kid hacker. Not exactly a field agent. Erica's the kind of IT gal. Mimitan! Some of this stuff is very anime. They really do they take the time to set up these characters in a way that is very kind of weeaboo. But yeah, I'm not saying it's bad. You just have to decide whether you enjoy this kind of filler stuff. Oh, and here he is. The ladies' man. Not really. He's just desperate. So this is the hacker team hoodie. You can see they've all got their blue jackets on, very coordinated. Which is quite interesting because in the first game, you're not really part of a team. You don't really have a group of friends. There are characters that you interact with, but you don't really have a squad. In this game, you have a squad, which is kind of cool. I've just remembered a factor of this game right this instant that is going to come back to haunt us very shortly, and it's the hacking battles, the domination sequences. I forgot all about those, and I've just remembered that those exist. My goodness gracious, we'll talk about those when they come up. For the time being, let's not worry about it. Okay, it looks like we were working on behalf of Zaxxon. Zaxxon are a hacker group. Welcome to Hoodie. You gotta do something to commemorate the occasion. Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is Chitosi. Welcome. We're gonna be learning and picking stuff up as we go, and we don't actually have a direction yet. All we know is that our character wants to get his avatar back, when he's logged into Eden, that is. And these guys are working for other hacker teams and for themselves. Where'd Ryuji go? The Net Cafe's a brother-sister operation. Ryuji's just inside. It's a source of income and their secret hideout. Two birds with one stone. Sounds like money laundering to me. Now then, little lady, which of us should explain the boards? The boards is something that didn't exist in the first game. There was a detective agency board that you took tasks from. This game, it's like a program where you sit down at the computer and you log in. Bye, Erica. I don't think we can interact with Erica. She hates us. Okay. Let's go sit down at the computer and pick up some tasks. This is how we're going to get started today. Welcome to Newbie Education 101. I'll try and make this as painless as possible, right? A bit of comedic banter here. Chitosi's doing that thing where he talks about women and then gets abashed when he catches us doing it. Okay, now we're in chapter 2. Handyman of Hoodie. So this is the establish. I was getting established in the game. Here's all your pop-ups. Digiline, that's like basically a text message system. It's pretty garbage, whatever. Use the PC, yes. Hopefully Chitosi's not still logged into some MILF buying website here. Okay, so the BBS is where we get our quests from, and in this game you will have to do these quests to progress. Sometimes they will be fun, sometimes they will be absolute ass. It's just part of the program. You'll know exactly what I mean when you start playing. That'll work in Nakano. Both of these are 1-star difficulty, so they're very, very, very straightforward. There's a junk shop in Nakano where hackers gang. I'll send the shopping list. Sure. And this one says some stuff from Iki. Let's do the Ikikaburo one. Investigation start. So this is your bare bones quest to get you started. It's just to let you understand how the game works if you've not played the first one. And again, it's pretty mindless, but yeah. As for Digimon battles, we will see that eventually. I don't think we'll see it immediately though. And again, this playthrough is going to be quite long. I'm going to keep it moving. If you guys want the full, like, top to bottom playthrough of this, you got to check out the OG playthrough on our YouTube channel, yeah. I'll go through all of this with a fine-tooth comb. I'll read out all of the language. Yeah, I mean, I can't even begin to explain the legs there. Let's grab this medal real quick. You'll be able to trade the medals in later on for some, like, a small portion of cash. There's like a collector, but it's not really that big of a deal. That is our first quest done, guys. And it's almost, again, it's not a very good setup for the start of the game. And I really hope that when the, I'm really hoping that when they make Time Stranger, they will try and look at Cyber Sleuth. They will look at Hacker's Memory. They'll look at all the stuff they did right. And then they'll look at some of these moments where I feel like they could have streamlined this. And hopefully they'll keep it nice and tidy. It would be really scary to play, as Lawless says, it'd be really scary to start playing through Time Stranger and then go straight at fixing dishwashers. This is Matayoshi. He is a detective in the police force. He's like the kind of top dog, retired guy. He's not retired, but, you know, he doesn't wear a police outfit because he's like the detective, you know. BBS, we're going to hand in our quest here. We're going to get some hacker points. You'll notice this. Hacker points are basically how we level up as a hacker. But again, not super important. Let's go along to Nakano, and this time I will be going the other direction. So let's go ahead and head to the map for the first time. There we go. You can now go to Nakano. So this is a huge shopping mall. And here we go. See this here? See those legs? That is the main character from the first game. That's it. That's all you're getting. There should be a few junk shops here. One which Chitose mentioned. We're going to go and get some snacks. We're doing the absolute basic bitch work here for the hoodie gang. We're not doing anything remotely important. Nothing to do with Digimon. We're just getting accustomed to the game. Again, we have a lot of heals. I'm going to buy some more. I know it seems like I'm overdoing it, and I might be, honestly, but we could also buy some more attachments, but I'm going to hold on to my cash for the time being. Later on, you will get some random jazz in this game to sell, like diamonds and rubies and emeralds and stuff. It's kind of cool, I guess. I was able to buy everything he asked for. That should take care of the case. I don't know why I keep coughing today. I went from not talking into a microphone all weekend to suddenly talking again, so... Here's you, our best friend. I told you to call me, didn't I? I've been worried sick over here. I'm in Nakano right now. Can you come and meet me? So, you is at the coffee shop, K Cafe. Wolfie. I don't know why he did that anime pose where we walked up to him here. Did anybody, here's a question. I know this sounds particularly loaded in a negative manner, but did anybody play Hacker's Memory because it was free on PS Plus and not get very far in it? Did anybody get kind of stuck on any of this early nonsense? Or did you all give it a good go? I'd be curious to know, because obviously we will be showcasing off a lot of this game, so maybe we'll help inspire any lost sheep that got a bit bogged down in some of the early mud that these games typically have. I say mud, honestly, it's charming in its own right, and like I said, the first time you play through, you can certainly immerse yourself in some of the world building that these games give you. It's entirely up to you as a person. Some people will have a lot of time on their hands and really enjoy this. They'll get really into it. But a lot of people, I think, might not have the time for it, so we'll see. Seeing your face has cheered me up. He's probably going to like that. I don't know why you'd say stuff like that without batting an eyelid. Still, I'm happy to help. Take me with you next time, okay? Don't look so shocked. I'm going to go with you to the black market. And then you went off without me. I was pretty shocked, says you. Who, me, you? Next time Kay contacts you, be sure to let them know. Pinky swear. Kay is the mysterious hacker that's been in contact with us about who stole her account. Very, very shady character. We don't know anything about him yet or how he fits into the plot or anything. Sounds like I gave you quite the scare. I'd better catch the criminal quickly for his sake too. Alright. So, lots of things going on. We've got the Hoodie Gang, we've got you, we've got Matayoshi the cop, we've got the Occult Club, and a weird door that leads to a detective agency. The Kurumai Detective Agency? If any of you guys have been checking out my... Oh no. Oh, good lord in heaven. If any of you guys have been checking out my Time Stranger kind of analysis, some of the trailer reactions we've been doing, you'll know that we called out a character in the new trailer, and his second name is actually Kurumai. I don't think that's a coincidence. This is the original Kurumai from Cyber Sleuth 1. Yeah. Don't ask. Come in and we'll talk? No, I'd rather not, actually. I'm just on the way home. I've just been sent to... As if this would happen. As if this would happen in real life. Guys, how many times have you went to the store to buy tea bags, and then suddenly a fucking, you know, whatever the fuck this is, appears out of nowhere and says, please step into my office? She's wearing gloves, for God's sakes. What is this? Thor, how's it going, man? What's happening? Callie, hey Callie, how's it going? What's happening? Old man scenes here in the chat as well. What's up, folks? These are looking so damn fine today. Good to have you here, folks. I hope everybody's doing well on this charming Wednesday. It's very, very, very warm in Scotland today. I hope you've got nice weather. Let's not stand here talking. Come in. No, I'm not coming into your office naked, booby lady. She's got hair going down her ass. Chat, do you know how long it would take to wash hair going down to your ass? I was in Shinjuku after I met Hoodie. She was investigating something called the Digital Wave, and I somehow ended up being roped into her investigation. This doesn't happen in real life. Although, admittedly, this is a game about digital monsters, so I guess I can't be... I don't think sitting directly across from someone wearing that short of a... whatever the hell that is. Is that a skirt? Is that a coat? I can't tell. I don't think sitting across from Kyoko like this is a good idea. Are you thinking back to when we first met? Inuyasha, is that you? You were a great help. The workload was way more than I could handle by myself. I didn't have an assistant like I do now. Her assistant is the main character of the first game. Thinking about it, meeting you is probably what made me realise how much help an assistant could be. I'm grateful. Kyoko is dreaming of a spit roast. It's not happening, Kyoko. Did you see what happened afterwards? I honestly have no idea what she's talking about. That's a shame. Maybe you're a stranger to the supernatural. I wonder what would have happened if you'd encountered that digital monster in Shinjuku before me. Wheels of Fate would have changed the future and the present would be completely different. Impossible past would have collided and the world would have vanished. Maybe. In that case, the existence of a fixed present would be a prerequisite. And we're just like, what are you talking about, lady? She's like, you're a fucking dumbass, get out. Let's not make things complicated. Okay, Avril. By the way, do you like coffee? Sorry, I didn't offer you some earlier. This is also a meme from... She makes really ass coffee. It's just a thing. A special blend. What was that shiver? What's going on? I have a bad feeling about this. It's kind of funny. A DigiLab from Chitose. How's the case going? Oh, don't mind me. I've installed spyware on your Digivice, so I'll know if you're slacking off. That sounds ethically problematic. I'm just messing with you. I can't tell if he's kidding or not. Chitose's been listening to us in the bathroom. That is kind of bizarre. Every single time, says Nick. Oh, next gen, this happens to you every time you go to the store, does it? Fate seems to be bringing us together. Get away from me, Kyoko. You've already had way too much screen time. Get away from me. Mrs. Wilfie, hi. Hi. Oh, that was close, chat. Mrs. Wilfie, how can I help you? Okay, we're into Eden. So we've logged into the VR, and we only have one destination right now, which is the Eden entrance. This is what the virtual reality looks like. It's very white. Eden's main entrance, a public space used by most of Eden. Billy, would you wash my hair? If I needed it in a desert. I have a coffee and a Kewpie mayo right now. I can make her coffee. Billy, you can't date Kyoko. During the conversations, you will hear keywords. Keywords will mark characters with a lock icon. This means that you can ask the character about keywords. Fantastic. Right. We actually have a Mr. Navet hanky. Can we cash that in? Yeah, we can. Okay, we get some free stuff. That was the tissue we got from the thingy-mabob earlier. Let's go grab this item before we talk to these peasants. I think one of these people are actually who we're supposed to speak to. Let's start up here, see if we can save ourselves some time. We're asking about an unhappy girl. The first keyword to remember when searching for Erika. Where is Erika? Let's gather data. I haven't seen anyone around here. Have you tried looking in another area? That's that then. Cool. Also, just really quickly, there is a tiny little baby Poyamon up here. He's so cute. I don't know if other people can see him or not. He's kind of hiding in the corner. But a little sneak peek there at Digimon. You can buy a bunch of stuff from these stores if you need to, but we're not going to worry about that too much. It looks like we smashed that, by the way. That was complete RNG. But we got the important person. You could be talking to all those NPCs and speak to that guy last. But we're kind of moving swiftly here, which is good. There is some stuff often in these areas. I don't see Erika anywhere. Mysterious presence. Oh, God. Well, that's not creepy. Erika, I don't want my hair washed. We're going to be streaming all of today, all of tomorrow, all of Friday, and probably a bit of Saturday as well, to catch up for my lack of streams over the weekend, what with the wedding and whatnot. So I'm going to be live today, tomorrow, Friday. You guys can come and see me at any point. It's going to be a lot of editing, but I'm going to try and keep on top of it. I might pull Jesse in as a backup support, potentially, and if Jesse wants to do some editing, he can maybe help lighten my load a little bit, but... Anyways, did you hear anything I just said? Nope. Erika, I have no idea genuinely what you said to me. I look happy when I talk about programs. Well, sure, it's fun. And you like Eden? Sure, I guess. I could take it or leave it. Yeah, sure, I like it here. I like the idea of the VR world, even though it would be probably years from today's terms in our world, I guess. I don't know how quickly we'll have VR, guys. What do you think? Obviously, we have VR, but as for the whole, like, plug in and run around in a virtual space, I'm not sure how far away that technology is for us. I would assume it's coming. Halfimon, nice. What's this guy saying? Kamishiro are a bunch of worthless elitists. That is, again, Kamishiro, we mentioned this briefly earlier, but Kamishiro are the company that owns Eden and built Eden. The overlords, if you like, and, you know, it's not often the case that the overlords are nice people, so... The fact that Erica does come with us, Erica's quite a character. I don't know how her hair manages to bend down into the left and right like that. It's odd. She's also wearing slippers, which on one hand I think, wow, I kind of respect it. It's a bold move. What you ask? This kid, of course. Here he is. Oyamon. Little Kiwi. I told you we modded Digimon, right? This guy's is Spider Wasp, the malware installed here. It monitors users that pass through. Small Digimon like this are quite versatile and can be made into good malware. Large Digimon boost tremendous strength and processing power, but they're easy to spot, and not as great malware. Anyways, back to work. Good, because I didn't mean that you're on escort duty. You think it's strange to hack without any Digimon? Oh yeah, Erica doesn't have Digimon, I think. I think she just hacks, like... It's strangely to rely blindly on Digimon or capture Digimon without knowing who made them. I mean, we don't even know how they're put together, do we? I guess the game's breaking down the biology of digital monsters, I guess. Digimon battles are all the rage, so Chitose and my brother have their own Digimon, but those two are even more amazing. Me? Join the Digimon battles? No need. Fighting is my brother's job. Now it's yours too. You're the team's new whack. It rhymes with Jack, it makes sense. That makes me the meat shield. So Erica's like I said, she's like the kind of operator. She's like the earpiece team member that kind of chats in your ear and tells you what to do and where to go. But Erica will have her own Digimon later, which you'll see in no too short of a spell. Happy birthday, Umbra. Lots of happy birthdays coming through for Umbra. Umbra, it's great to have you here, mate. Did you do anything nice for your birthday, Umbra? Anything exciting? Will YouTube get crowd today, says Zenkai. I'm pleased to see y'all folks, whether you are watching on YouTube or Twitch today. I apologise that you guys can't see each other's chats. It's maybe something I can maybe add to the VODs later. Or something, I don't know. I don't know how much he's care about it, to be honest. Sometimes I watch YouTube VODs that are uploaded, or Twitch VODs uploaded to YouTube. And then sometimes the chat is really like off-putting, so I don't know. You guys can give me your feedback, let me know your thoughts. If you want to see the multi-chat in these streams, in these uploads, let me know. If you don't care, I'll not worry too much about it, but... If there was a way where I could give the... Do you know what? There's probably a way of doing this, I just don't know. Meg, thank you for the Twitch Prime! Legend! What's up, dude? 12 months! That deserves some gold paws, guys. He's a gold paw. A 1-year subscriber. You love to see it, Mick. Thank you for the primes. Hell yeah. If you have a sub over on Twitch, guys, give Mick some gold paws. He's now part of the gold paw gang. 1 year. Feels good, man, Mick. It's nice to see you. Hello, Pack. I'm not about for long. Just wanted to say hello. I'll be lurking. Alright, Mick. Take it easy, homie. Lots of love, guys. Lots of love. There's probably a way I could give you guys the multi-chat on the stream and then not have it appear on the VODs. I just don't know how to do that. I also considered going live on TikTok today as like a 3-way live stream. I've just never done it before and I was scared it would explode, so I thought I'll leave that for another time. Right, let's keep going. My friend says she met the purple maned witch of Cyber Sleuth in Kowloon and got her fortune told. So I think that's a clue. I think we need more clues though. We're not done here. Mrs. Wilfie, you're an absolute angel. Thank you so much. There you go. 10 out of 10. Oh, it's tremendous. This is going to keep us nice and nutrition based. Thank you so much, Mrs. Wilfie. Thank you. Can I get a wee sneaky carton of Ribena potentially? Did you? Mrs. Wilfie, sorry, we were saving the digital world. Right. I think this person might be the last one we need to talk to. Kowloon, there's a cat, blah blah blah. So now we have all the information. The unexpected cat, the hidden room in the Cyber Sleuth, the purple named cyber witch, blah blah blah. Right, we now need to go to Kowloon. Again, the game is kind of guiding you from A to B to C. Whether you enjoy this kind of gameplay or not is entirely up to you guys. Did a Digimon battle, but we will be doing battles in a bit. I don't think you can run into any encounters here in this particular area, but if you go through one more screen, there will be Digimon encounters. We're now looking for a cat, by the way. Where the cat spawns, I don't think it matters. I think it's just... no. Last but not least. Can't find it anywhere. Over there. Alright. Like I said, the cats are relevant to a certain character who's quite a big deal in this series. And continues to be a big deal as well, actually. White cat, black cat? Wait a minute. I go away for 5 minutes and suddenly you're followed by a green toad with a mohawk. I'll have you know that that's Mr. Draco next gen. Dumpster, how's it going? What's up, man? Nice to see him. Jesse, hello! Finally got over your Blueprints addiction. Jesse, I was playing Blueprints last night at 2 AM. It's the only game I've played since I got home, actually. That game is fucking legitimately incredible. And I can't stop talking about it. Don't activate me, Jesse. He's a regretted chap. Don't make me talk about blueprints. I will literally start and I won't stop. Okay, we're going in. I don't know where we're going. We're going into something. I think this is well, I know where we are. This is the DigiLab. This is one of the most crucial parts to this game and somewhere where we are going to be spending a lot of time. This is our safe haven, guys. The reason the DigiLab music is so tranquil is because this is where we are safe. This is like where we come to build out our roster. And this place is obviously governed by the bespectacled beauty Miri. Was it fate, an offshoot of the other one's fate, or perhaps? You don't need to answer my incessant cocaine-fueled ramblings. You're already being guided. It must be of some importance. In any case, you have arrived at this place. I welcome you to the DigiLab. And you are? Mire Mikagura. Mire Mukagura. Always put the anime girl up front, that's the tech. Oh, we've already banged into Kyoko, dumpster. Not the only bespectacled beauty here, says Messiah. Messiah, don't you dare. Messiah, we need to talk about Money in the Bank. Have you been watching it? Have you been keeping up to date, Messiah? Okay, so we're here in the lab with Miri, and Miri is basically going to be our helpful confidant for the rest of the playthrough. Miri is normally quite good for telling you where to go if you are lost. So there will be times in Hackers where you speak to the NPC, you click through it, you don't know what they said. This is the Digifarm, and what the Digifarm's used for in a minute. We've also got the way that we organize ourselves here in the Digifarm as well. Zolomba, thank you for the gifted sub to Frog Memes, appreciate you. Good to see you today. Jason Johnson says, I love the game, played it quite a bit when it was free on the monthly games for PS Plus, ended up almost being addicted to playing through it. Yeah, nice one. Jason, that's exactly why we're playing through it as well, mate, because I thought a lot of people might be in a similar boat to yourself. Right, guys, the first thing we want to do here is actually just make our first of our Digimon. It looks like we can only make one at the moment, which is Punamon. So let's go ahead and do it. This is how you're going to create Digimon, and for the longest time when I was playing this game, I had no idea this was even a feature. The very first time I ever played Cyber Sleuth, I just ignored this for so long. We're going to make a Punamon. You could obviously get this guy to 200%, as I know a lot of people are going to wish that I do and did. But for the most part, I'm not too fussed about min-maxing immediately. I know that sometimes it's worthwhile to do this, but for the most part, I don't really give a shit. We start off with Punamon here. It's going to be our second ever Digimon, 1 ABI. And how that all works later on, I'll show you. So when you make your first ever Digimon, you have to move them. And you basically, they get placed into the Digibank, and then you can put them straight into your team. You can also put your Digimon into the Digifarm. Let's go ahead and put Punamon in the farm, and I'll show you what that looks like. We'll give Punamon a name in a minute as well, and name him after some of our generous donators today. Give you guys who have supported the stream today some love. So this is the Digifarm. This is like a little AI area where you don't really have to do anything. You don't have to manage it that much. But your Digimon will stay on here and they will grow. You can tell them to train, develop, and investigate. Develop means they'll find items or make items. Investigate means they'll give you some extra side quests sometimes. And training just means that they'll gain some passive stats and XP. For the most part, we could put Punamon in here, but I'm just showing you guys how this works. Later on, you will be upgrading your farms, you'll even add more farms, and you'll add items to the farm to make some of the activities a bit more efficient, but for the time being, we're going to keep this moving. Punamon, you can come with us into our team here. Going to empty the farm. I wonder if Mini has given us access to this mirror dungeon. This might be available just now, or it might not be. No, it's not. So the mirror dungeon is an area you can go and you can actually recruit Digimon from. Might have been good for grabbing a couple more Digimon off the rip here, but alas. There's a terminal in here for buying some basic stuff, mostly things relating to the farm. These are very expensive items right now, but later on, money will not be an issue for us, and we'll be able to buy willy-nilly. But we don't need that for the time being. Let's see, over here we also have the ability to recover HP for money. It's just like a heal point. Nice and easy. And then over here we also have the network battles, which used to be a thing. I don't know if they still are. I wonder if Miri will actually let me leave or if she's happy. See what the DigiLab can do. Is she going to let me leave? I've got a strong suspicion she's... Seems like you understand the DigiLab now. Cool. It may seem like a fluke, but there must be some meaning behind your arrival here. Make good use of these facilities and deepen your interactions with Digimon. Finally, one last thing, a small token for you. Oh my god, it's our bikini. You got a hacking skill! Hacking skills are something you can do inside of the digital space. You can't use these in the real world for obvious reasons. In combination with Digimon, Hacking skills shine in combination with Digimon, but are dangerous if used for unscrupulous purposes. Meaning, I don't know what kind of unscrupulous purposes you're talking about. I'm an upstanding gentleman. John, it's nice to see you. Misty Dolphin, hello. Nice to see you guys today. What's happening, folks? Thank you for all the happy anniversaries, guys. Appreciate it. Zolimpa, thank you for gifting the sub to Huntress, who's back as well. I've missed you guys. Omni Smurf, it's great to see you as well. Happy Digi Day. What's up, guys? Hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah. What's up, folks? Great to see you. I'm trying to get through some of the early... I'm not hard neglecting the chats right now. I'm just trying to get through this because I know for a fact that this can get a little bit painful, and I know when people watch this later, they're going to be eager to see me getting into the meat and potatoes. So, although I like enjoying these games, we've played through them so many times, some of this stuff is a bit redundant. So, the two wheels of fate begin to turn in complete different directions. This may be proof that the world has expanded far beyond my expectations. Alright, Meanie, thank you so much. We'll be back in the farm ASAP, guys. What's really cool about this game is your 3 Digimon that you have in your party will actually appear here on the, in the virtual space when you're in Eden, which is great. We're in Kowloon, by the way, inside of Eden, so this is away from the public spaces. This is not the safe place anymore. We're actually in a world where we can be attacked by Digimon and also by hackers, so... I sent without knowing where you'd go. Wanted to go myself, but I keep getting repelled. I lost track of route 2. Give me your log later, I'll try analysing it. I also want subjective data, what you observed with your own eyes, what was over there. So, unless I'm much mistaken, I think we're heading out. I'd like to get more Digimon ASAP because when we start grinding, not that I'm going to be doing a lot of grinding early on, but we will be trying to get established with some rookie Digimon. We want to be getting as many Pokemon in our party ASAP so that we can actually get maximum XP across the board. Because even when your Digimon are not on the field, they'll still get XP. So, you want to build your team up ASAP. Mysterious Shriek. Oh, here we go. 2 insect bros. Chilling in a hot tub. Afghan Yama, what's happening, man? Nice to see you today. Should have got the Skip Dialogue mod XD. Yeah, maybe, Jesse, maybe. Right, what I'm going to try and do here, I don't think I can actually mess around. Okay, there's a Sunamon. Cool. Let's see how much damage he does. Our Punamon is level 1, so... Yeah, okay, that's not bad, actually. That's not too scary. Bemon's pretty strong at this stage, so... Nice soon. Froguru, Gareen, what's happening? Lots of subs today, guys. Thank you so much, folks. I really appreciate it. Our first little fight here. Punamon gets an immediate level, and Betamon goes up to level 9. Fantastic. We want Punamon to get high level quickly. We want to also scan as many Digimon as possible. That being said, I think we could probably just go straight into this fight and not feel too bad about it. Punamon might end up getting absolutely leathered, but maybe Erika will save us. Maybe we can get level 3 here. And that's our second Digimon past 100%, so we could actually go and create that Digimon right now. I think because we're trying to save Wormmon, we won't be able to immediately go and build the Digimon and come back. I think Erika would stop me from leaving this area. Let's go ahead and do Bubble Blow here. Our in-training 1 Digimon are obviously very weak, but the cool thing is that they will tank some damage for you in the beginning to let your main Digimon actually do some damage, so... Again, these early levels, your other Digimon are almost meat shields for your main Digimon. There's a chance that we actually lose to this first Digimon, which is very possible. Green, thank you for the 61 months. It's really nice to see you today. And Zlumpa, thank you for gifting subs as well to the chat. What's up, fam? Nice to see so many people hanging out with us today, folks. You're very welcome to be here, and thank you for coming over to chat with me. Switch version has the bonus of letting leave the game in rest mode and letting the Digimon in the farm gain experience. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you're right, Misty. I think there is features that have been added over time to make things a little bit smoother. Let's see really quickly here. We're not really close to our next level. I think we just go in with this, guys, and see if we can actually pull it off. One thing I'd recommend, again, if you're playing on hard mode, this is relevant. If not, not so big of a deal, but just make sure you're topped up before you go into some of these fights. How the Digimon party works and like how many Digimon you can carry depends on your memory. It's a currency that is interchangeable and very flexible, and it's not really a currency per se, but you have a limited restriction on how many Digimon you can take. The bigger your Digimon, you see Erika's joining in here, that's her benefit as a kind of hacker, I guess. The bigger your memory bank, the more Digimon you can carry, but the bigger your Digimon get, the more space they take up, and so there's a bit of a interchangeable system here. Let's see if we can paralyze this guy. 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 You'll notice that this guy is, was it Wasmon? Is that his name? Wasmon. He's also a virus type, so unfortunately we don't have advantage against him. If we were a vaccine, we would destroy this guy. So if we had went with the, I guess the, not Gotsumon, Tentamon? I guess if we had went with the Tentamon starter, this fight would be really, really easy for us. It would have been very hard if we had went with the Gotsumon starter, because then this guy would have had advantage on us. He's also a champion, so he's naturally quite tanky. What we want to do here is just basically use our Punamon turns to damage him if we can, but also to heal. And then with Betamon, we have to be doing damage. As much damage as possible. You can see that already we're quite slow here. And we take a lot of damage as well. So, like I said, if we lose Betamon in this battle, this fight will be a lot longer and more painful. So, also, just because this guy is paralyzed does not mean that he's guaranteed to miss a turn. Sometimes he will just be paralyzed and take a turn. It's kind of like Pokemon in that regard. So you really can't rely on these status debuffs, especially against the bosses. Sometimes an enemy boss will be paralyzed for one turn. He will attack you anyway, and then the buff will wear off, and that can feel really quite sad, but it's just the way the game is. Just going to use Punamon to get this. There we go, a nice crit finish with 150 damage. Not bad at all, Punamon. Right, this will give us a lot of XP. I would have loved to have shared this with another Digimon in the roster right now, but we didn't have the Digimon at the time when we were building the Mons. So you'll notice that Punamon has got 0 XP at the next level. That means that he can no longer level, he has to Digivolve. So Demon King, thank you for the 19 months. What's happening? Nice to see you today. Hello. I think the fresh Digis evolved at 5. You're right, Jim. That is correct. Yeah, we can see that here. Punamon is ready to go into In Training 2 now. He's now max level. You want to get these guys Digivolved ASAP because they're not going to do much on their own. Are you okay? Here's Wormmon. One of my favourite rookies of all time. It's a hacker. We just saved you. You can kind of see what's happening here, right? Taz, what's up? Ferguru, how's it going? Haven't played this in years. How does the game work? I'm trying to remember as well. I'm trying to get through it while educating you guys while also not getting lost. And, yeah. For anybody who is a casual player of this game, hopefully you guys will enjoy this Let's Play. Hopefully you guys will settle in and relax. I know there's going to be a couple of people who are going to get maybe tilted by me doing things wrong. That's always the case on YouTube, unfortunately, but if you guys are chill, we'll have a good time together. I feel like I can guide you guys for the most part, but some of it will need, I'll need to remember myself, and I will get some things wrong too, so. Okay, cool. My hometown is called the Digit World, says Wormmon. It's a world separate from this one. Say, this is the human world, right? Our world, this is Eden, a virtual space. I thought so. I don't know much about it, but I heard there's a place called the Digit World that overlaps with the human world. The two worlds weren't connected in the beginning, but intersected at some point. And I've used that connection to get over. So here's how the Digimon are kind of filtering into this space. They're using Eden as a kind of crossover. There's no way there's another world. It just can't be true. Thank you, Law. I'm here for the grind, so you better get grinding there. Demon King, don't you worry. Grinding is something we definitely will be doing in this game. 100%. I'll get the tactician... before anybody asks, I will get the tactician item farm online as soon as possible. I'm not going to be spending my whole life grinding to Mega in Chapter 3, like, but I am aware of these things. Don't worry. I've got a conscious plan with this playthrough, guys, to try and get through it a little bit quicker than we normally do, because normally I take ages. My plan today is to get through... We're not trying to speedrun, of course, but we're trying to get through it at a pace that makes sense. So you'll hear me saying that today. It's mostly just so I can remind myself. I'm not trying to, like, fluster you guys or anything like that. You can settle in and relax for sure. I'd highly recommend that teas, coffees, and hot chocolates come along with a playthrough like this. You'll notice throughout this game that there is actually a chapter sequence, but the chapter sequences can't really be relied on. You can see that we've already apparently entered Chapter 3. Like, the chapters can kind of guide you, but they're also not a very good indication of how far through the game you are. because some chapters go by really quick, like the first 3 that we've just done, and then the later chapters can drag for like hours on end, so they give you a bit of an indication, but I wouldn't take too much of it. Don't think, oh, we're on chapter 3, this game must be done in 10 minutes, it's not like that. I don't know why they balance their games the way they do. Sometimes it's a bit weird. I think Next Order was kind of the same, to be honest. The spread of the chapters was not always a consistent, you know, even experience. This is Faye, by the way, a Zaxxon hacker. Quite a big deal. And this is also Arata as well, a character from Cyber Sleuth 1. One of the main characters. Arata always used to talk about how the fact he looks like Sasuke, he's like the Sasuke character. The girls love him and he doesn't ever say much and he's always grumpy. But he's also wearing a onesie with a coat on top of it, which is always alarming. He pulls it off though. It's been a while. So Arata and Rigi know each other because they're both hackers. Same with Faye. Faye's also a hacker. She worked for the Zaxxon team, like I just said. So these guys are all powerful Digimon, you know, hackers, tamers, whatever you want to call them. Give it a rest. Okay. Even if the team broke up, you old friends should have a nice chat. I'll get out of your way, so take your sweet time. And then Rigi and Arata are going to threaten each other. Guess you guys are all buddy-buddy, huh? Those guys have been acting funny lately. More and more of them are running amok. Zaxxon claims to be something something. It wasn't this way back in our day. We were more free back then, weren't we, Rigi? There's all, what's happening here is basically Arata, almost unintentionally, is alluding to something in Rigi's past that he's not happy to talk about. Who would be shocked to realise that the leader, the noble hero, has some traumatic past that we need to dig up at some point in the game? Wait, Rigi? It wasn't like that. I mean, he had his own stuff going on too, you know? What's done is done, yeah? Just don't look like that in front of Erika, okay? And the newbie Wolfie, neither. We're Hoodie now, after all. So Chitosi's obviously got some baggage. We'll figure out what that is later. The time being, he's chilling. It's me, Sebi the Deets. Alright, and that'll be us in chapter 3, most likely. In case you needed a flashback from 10 seconds ago. Don't gloss over how things really were. So, there you go. Chapter 3, Demon Slaying, Zaxxon's Request. Lisa's going to start doing our intro right now, watch us. Never was a fan of these games not having English voice acting, says Misty. Is that important to you, Misty? Is that something you normally look for? As someone who started watching anime, I'm going to clean my glasses with my glasses on, by the way, I'm sorry. As someone who started watching anime when they were like 15, most of which were in Japanese, I don't mind the lack of English at all. I often find, not always, because some English voice actors do really well these days. I feel like English voice acting gets a stereotype for not being as good. And typically the Japanese voice actors are often very good in a lot of instances, but no, that doesn't really bother me either way. Whatever you prefer, you can do. I don't really hold like a... Some people live by a law of like, oh, you have to do this or you have to do that. I don't really care. Some of my... I would say that most of the anime I watch, or most of the Japanese JRPGs that I watch, I will typically listen to in Japanese. But I don't mind English from time to time. Some of my favourite anime of all time I've watched in English, which is a bit wild, but yeah. For a game like this, when there's so much talking, or a game like Persona, when the characters are talking non-stop, sometimes it's nice to actually just have the English voice actors do all the work for me as a streamer. Otherwise, my throat collapses after the first stream, and then I just can't speak for the rest of the day. Hey, Legendary, what's up, buddy? Nice to see you. Challenge run, beat all the bosses with rookies, lol. I think I'd have to be on some sort of crack cocaine to go for that Darkwing, but to each their own. I'd encourage you guys to do challenge runs if you fancy it. How's the, we'll do a quick volume check, guys. How's the volume for you guys? Is the game too loud, too quiet? It's not so bad, is it? Tell me if it's too annoying. And I can adjust it. It seems like it's okay. Well, I still enjoy the games. I prefer not to at least have the option, yeah. I think the new game might come with English, Misty. I wouldn't be surprised. English audio makes the game easier to relax to playing a game without having to concentrate. Yeah, for sure, AJ, I know. Like, if you miss one or two lines of reading the subtitles, sometimes it can leave you up the creek, so having your characters kind of talk in your ears is definitely a nice way to go as well, yeah. I don't mind, guys, I don't mind. We do a bit of both. We chop and change. We'll have to decide for the new game what we're going to do. So, Wormmon and Erica are talking to us here about how much they love us. Just kidding. We're holding an invisible phone. Looks like you made some reliable allies. It's Kay. So this is the guy who told us that he could help us get our avatar back. Something we still haven't done, by the way. Looks like Shiga wasn't the hacker you're after. I'm sad to hear it. I'm assuming it was Kay that told us Shiga was the guy. You think it's strange how I know about it? I know the ins and outs of Kowloon. It's easy to get my hands on that much info. Plus, Hootie itself is pretty famous among hackers. They're Zaxxon's confidants, you see. Let me give you some advice. Don't go trusting those guys too much. Those guys are hackers after all. You have no idea what they're up to behind the scenes. And it's wise not to mention me, he says. Hey, I'm not going to name drop you, okay? Just when I'm down the story or whatever. What in the world could he be after? Alright, sure. Toro Kayaba. That must be our new target. Ooh, I haven't checked the board lately. So this is what this game does sometimes, and this is why when people talk about, you know, preferring hackers to Cyber Sleuth, obviously you guys can all have your own thoughts and feelings. I feel like for me, Cyber Sleuth is paced very well, whereas a lot of the way that this game breaks its content up is by just throwing quests at you. Sometimes they're really easy and they're chill, and then sometimes they're a bit of a pain. There's something I want to ask you. I'll meet at the usual place. Come and explain. Let's start this quest off, because this is where we're supposed to go. A case from media, better go to the DigiLab. And again, it's going to warp us straight here. Now, this is actually really convenient because we can actually make a new Digimon here. We can make Pabimon at 120%, so let's go ahead and craft this little guy. Again, I could wait for 200%, maybe even 150, 60. There's probably mathematical efficiency here where I could look at one and say, oh, hey, it's worth going for this. Honestly, at this point in time, guys, I'm not that bothered. Let's see if this is opened up yet. No, not yet. So that means that we now have 3 Digimon. What we do need to do is transfer him into the squad and also Digivolve Punamon. So let's go ahead and do that. Pabimon is going to come into the team to make our 3rd Digimon. You can see that we've got 8 memory out of 20, right? But when we Digivolve Punamon... Did I say Punamon, Pabimon? When we Digivolve Punamon here, excuse me, he's actually going to take up more space. Now, what he Digivolves into, we can choose. We can go into Sunamon, who we have already seen, or we can go into Nyaramon, which is the other option. When you first see this chart, guys, you won't be able to see who the Digimon are. You might recognize the outline if you've got an eagle eye amongst you, but for the most part, it doesn't really matter. Let's go ahead and go... I'm pretty sure I picked Nyaramon last time. Let's go Sunamon. Sunamon's got some pretty reliable Digimon. Another thing I often get asked when I play games like this, specifically Digimon games, people always ask me like who I'm aiming for in my roster, and sometimes I do have an idea of what Digimon I want to go for, and then sometimes I'm just free-flowing. In this case, guys, I'm just going to go with the flow for the time being. I don't have like any late game team comps planned out or anything. I'm just going to build Digimon that I think look cool in the moment. That's it. We will use strategy to a certain degree at times to maybe get past some harder bosses, but for the most part, I don't give a hoot. You know, I'm just free-flowing. That's a word I use a lot as well. So Betamon can obviously Digivolve at some stage. He will need level 14, 14, 14 for most of these, but you can see that depending on who he Digivolves into, certain Digimon have certain requirements. You know, Seedramon here, for example, needs defense and intelligence, which Betamon already comes with. So, yeah, a couple of options here. Some of these are cool, some of these are bad. Just depends. You can see that now that we've Digivolved up to Sunamon, our party memory has went to 9, so that's worth contemplating. Both these guys are level 1 at the moment, so cool. I will give these guys nicknames eventually, but for the most part, let's just talk to Meanie. You took my case, I knew you would come, it was inevitable. Meanie, that sounds like you've been stalking me. Okay, so what Meanie's telling us to do here is she's going to give us some filler quests where we have to go and fight a hacker in level 1 under Kowloon. And just like all of the other stuff, this is like a kind of beginner quest. And Meanie's telling us that we should probably stock up on Digimon before we leave, because if we don't, we'll get our asses kicked. I am now out of the computer. I now have to go into the computer to get to Eden, so we're going to do that straight away. It's a shame I can't go straight to Eden from the DigiLab, but I don't know if that's... Maybe that was something that I missed, or I can't remember. You're going to do a lot of jumping in and jumping out. Kowloon level 1 has become available, guys. Later on, obviously, it goes without saying, but I'll mention it in case some of you guys are a little bit nervous. When you upgrade your memory later on, you will be able to increase your roster size. So although we have a restricted party memory of 9 out of 20, we've got 20 total. That will increase as we play through the game. You'll get items that buff that. And when you get those items, it's typically a good thing, because it means your whole party can level up and get better. So There you go. We haven't really been in here properly. We were in here with Chitose, and then we were in here with Erika. Now we have to come in by ourselves and fight with our Digimon. We've also got some of our hacking skills here as well. Can't do acceleration yet. Stealth hides. There's a couple of little techniques that you can use to encourage confrontation or fights, or avoid fights, or just move around faster, but some of it we don't have yet. So let's go up and talk to this here fellow. I don't know if he's actually where we're supposed to go yet, but the game will tell us if we have completed the quest or not. Talk to the hacker. Who the hell are you? You got beef? Straight into a fight. Okay. Maybe manage this a little bit better. Not that it's going to have much of a difference. Okay. Right, our first ever kind of main fight with our full squad here, guys. Let's do Electric Shock on this guy. We might end up going on Cloud Cam later on, guys. For the time being, we'll chill. These fights are going to be fairly straightforward and easy, so there shouldn't be too much drama here. There's our first ever combo move, by the way. I would like for my Digimon to survive this encounter, because if they do that, I'm pretty sure we'll get some... I'm pretty sure we'll get some decent XP, whereas if they're unconscious, I don't think they will. Can we kill one of these guys? No, that was a mistake. Right, well, fuck. Now we just have to hope that they don't one-tap our boys. We'll give some HP to Cinnamon here. There's a possibility we lose this fight if we get really unlucky here. Yep, nice. That's awesome. Alright. Betamon's the one that's going to tank here. Luckily, I mean... I can't bring Pabamon back to life, which means I think he will miss out on XP here. I'm not sure how it works. Obviously, again, Betamon is the one who can hard carry these fights, so we need to make sure he's not dying. And then once you get these enemies down, you know, like, once you knock them down, it's a lot easier. Once we get a couple of levels, these fights will become a lot easier. We just need to not die. Cinnamon's going to have to tank for us for the time being. And then Betamon's going to hard carry. Once these guys get to, like, level 3, 4, and 5, we'll be absolutely fine. We'll be cruising. Bubble's not really doing too much, to be honest. I guess we just attack. That was decent, actually. Maybe we should just be doing physical attacks with Sunamon instead of his Bubbles attack. I think that's probably for the best. Betamon definitely wants to be doing magic attacks, though. Almost. Don't kill Sunamon, please. Okay, nice. I think that's us. Fight over. Later on, you'll be able to level up your Digimon really easily, because once you have an established team, the fights become extraordinarily straightforward. But for the time being, unfortunately, there's Comet Hammer. That's pretty cool. Pabamon getting annihilated is just par for the hard course. Obviously, this was the boss guy as well, so that should complete the case. I'll go and speak to Miri. So what we're going to do is we're not going to go and speak to Miri immediately. We're going to take some time here to just establish ourselves a little bit. I would like to get into some... No time for a detour. I would like to get in some fights here just to get some of these guys leveled up, because Pabamon is literally cruising around like a pot of porridge. And he's not a very lethal pot of porridge at that as well, so... Gotta love the grind. Personally, I'm tapped in, but I'm also working, so the grind is perfect for the work day. Ernest, that makes me really happy, man. Thank you. Yeah, there's a lot of you guys who I think are working at the moment. A couple of people working from home today, potentially, or working at computers. I like being able to chat to you guys as I'm playing through, because it gives me something to... You know, it's good to play these Digimon games. Sometimes it's nice to play them like all week, and then the next week, and then the week after, and you know, we really get down to it. But I can definitely overdose on Digimon sometimes, so it's nice to touch base with you guys in between. So you guys can all talk to me about anything, guys. If you just want to talk to me about your work, or talk to me about other games or TV shows or anime or whatever, then just hit me. Go bananas. We're going to be doing a lot of talking today, so I'm happy to fit in most stuff. I think for the most part, I think I've talked to you guys about the main setups of this particular game. Like, obviously, in terms of the story, we're going to be playing through that. In terms of how the game works, we're going to be playing through that soon enough anyway. But if anybody has any questions about Cyber Sleuth or Hacker's Memory, just fire away, folks. Again, I'm not the mastermind best person to ask on the planet, because, you know, I make mistakes and get stuff wrong from time to time. But we have played through these games so many times at this point. Not to say that we won't get lost from time to time, but yeah, we've had a few of these. Right, we've got a couple of options here. We got Motimon, we've got Unimon, I think, and then Tanamon. Is that right? Unimon will probably go into Palmon. No, Tanamon into Palmon? Tanamon into Palmon? This is Biyomon, I think, right? And then Motimon is a Kakumon and all that. I don't really think it matters too much. Let's go, fuck it, let's go Tanamon. Let's see if I've got some of these names right here. This is where I'll reveal my ignorance. All I want is for them to upscale DW1 as an official port to PS5 and get rid of the bugs. Daniel, how's it going, man? Nice to see you today. Tanamon is a plant type. Here we go. A lively personality. And then Sunamon, can you Digivolve? You can. Excellent. Let's see. We've got some options here. We got this guy. No idea what that is. We've got Gabumon available. It could be We've got Vmon as an option. That's definitely tempting. Or we've got this guy as well. We've already got a data type. Oh no, we don't have it. Do we have a data type? No, we had Betamon, but he went. Let's just see actually. What squad do we have? We've got Betamon. Okay, let's put Sunamon into a data type, our first data type of the playthrough. Let's just start top to bottom here. There will be some Digimon I go for later, guys, but for the most part, see in the beginning, I'm talking really fast, and I apologise for that. Oh, it's Gabumon. Oh fuck. Maybe the other one was Gabumon Black then. Excellent. Okay, cool. In the beginning, we're going to be going up and down the Digimon scales 24/7, so don't worry about your favourite Digimon being neglected or unneglected, for that matter. Some Digimon are very, very good in these games early on, and I will lean into those from time to time. You can see that Gabumon comes with a physical attack, which is his Blue Blaster. Does 65 damage with a 10% chance to reduce defense by 10%, so not really good. If this was to prime 50% of the time and give you a 10% debuff, it would be very powerful, but 10% of the time? Not really that great, whatever. But still, we like it. His passive actually increases speed of all of his friends by 15%, so Gabumon being in the team makes everybody faster. This SS is like a team buff, so Gabumon gives speed to everybody 15%, that's pretty good, right? Betamon, let's see what Betamon does. Betamon nullifies received stat reduction effects, so I guess if somebody tries to debuff Betamon's defense, then he just says, nah fam, not happening. That's what that does, I think. And then over here, increase ACU and evasion by 1%. So ACU is accuracy, evasion is dodge chance. So a 1% change, but then remember, Tanamon's only in training 2, so that'll change. Adhesive bubble blow sucks. There's no way of getting around that. Can we make any other Digimon here? We can make a Sunamon. Let's go ahead and stick him in the team. We've got space for him, so the more the merrier. We might even make some duplicate Digimon here and stick them on the farm, guys, just so that they're growing as well. And I'll try and give some of these guys nicknames. There's Sunamon joined the roster, and let's go ahead and make a second Punamon, why not? We'll put Punamon in the farm. In fact, we might even just make all of these guys, to be honest. And just get them rolling. Pabamon, we've already made a Pabamon. I don't really care too much about having another one, but why not? Later on in the game, you can actually fuse your Digimon into other Digimon to speed up the grind. So if you've got like too many, you can theoretically sacrifice one to make the other one stronger, which is a little bit twisted, but try not to worry about it too much. Sunamon can come in at the main squad for sure. That takes us up to a party member of 15 out of 20, which means we can take another Digimon. Let's go ahead and take Pabamon. He's actually got 2 ABI, whereas our other Pabamon here. Pabamon and Punamon, so many P's. Pabamon only has 1 ABI because we grew him a little bit later. He had less of a charge, less of a scan data. Does that make sense? So this guy's got 2. Let's go ahead and take Punamon with us into the party as well. In fact, I think we can take the whole fucking gang. There we go. Why the fuck not? Right, let's give some of these guys nicknames. So I'm going to name some of these Digimon really quickly. We don't have to put any of them on the farm yet because I have space, so that's cool. I can also show you guys the heal as well. 200 yen. Back to full HP. It's up to you guys if you care about shit like that. Let's go ahead and name some of these Digimon because we had some very generous donations earlier today, guys, and I feel like some of you guys deserve some credit on this Let's Play because without you guys, we wouldn't be streaming today. So Mr. Draco has arrived in the roster. Second up, we're going to have McCandy. The man, the myth, the legend. McCandy has been incredibly kind to us over the recent times. We should also have a Magnadra in here as well, because Magnadra gifted 20 subs today at the start of the stream, which was insane. Magnadra. Let me just check. We've had a lot of resubs today, guys, and a lot of gifted subs. I can't get all of these in here, but I'm trying to focus on the people who have given the most today. So, for example, SJ gave us a donation as well. We're going to get SJ in here. And I'll try my best to fit as many of you guys in here as I can. Theoretically, I can't get all of you because there's so many of you guys that are supporting me, which I really appreciate. But I'll try and squeeze as many of you guys in as possible. Again, I'm giving priority to the people who have given big donations today, or at least contributed like more than 5 gifted subs, basically. So our Serenity's joined the team as well. We got a couple of spare Digimon available for later on as well. Fantastic, guys. We're off to a great start. We're going to save this in, punch it. Save chapter 3, which is good. I'm going to see what Mini's got to say. We've got one, obviously Mr. Draco being Betamon is our strongest. McCandy's catching up level 1, and Magnetra is going to be a neutral type. But when Tanemon digivolves into whatever Tanemon digivolves to, we will have, hopefully, a vaccine, potentially. Again, I'm not too worried about it. There are 30 on my blacklist. This one is for you. Okay, I don't know what Mini's talking about. I think she's trying to make a joke here. Mini, I love you, but not now, please. Thank you. There we go. Excellent. So now that that's done, we can get out of the digital lab. Again, I think this is a bit awkward, because I think in order for us to leave, we have to... Yeah, we kind of have to, like, leave the farm into Eden and then log out. It's a bit weird. I think there should have been a better connection between, like, jumping in and out of the virtual segues in this game. Sometimes it feels a little bit clunky, but hey-ho. Right, so we complete this one with Mini. We might even get a... No, we didn't get a hacker upgrade yet. We get three new Digi tasks to do. Eardrumon's Escape, Lovely Melody, and Missing Girl 3, Royal Generation 3. So straight back into it here. I thought we were going to get something else, but I guess this is it. I'm looking at the rewards here, because theoretically you want to take the rewards that make the most sense. See a Fighter Patch, Defender Patch. That seems quite tempting. But this is also 500 hacker points, whereas this one's 300 and this one's 300. So I think what that means is these ones here... Oh, that's reward money 10,000. Let's do the middle one, Lovely Melody here. We'll take this one. This looks like the easiest. Whichever... It doesn't matter the order you do these in. I just like looking to see if there's going to be any good rewards coming up that are worth leaning into first. I could also buy some extra items for my team at this point to theoretically buff them. I could make my guys have more damage or give them more HP so they survive a bit more easily, but those items are typically expensive and you'll get so many of them. I don't really see the point in going crazy with it, but... Right. Straight into it. We've got the squad here, and my god, have they never looked so goddamn sweet. I really hope they... I don't know, guys. I really hope that when you play Time Stranger, they keep this... See, this whole, like, having your Digimon follow you. It's such a simple little mechanic, but some Pokemon games do this as well, and I absolutely love when they give you your little teammates with you. It's very reminiscent of Digimon World 3 as well. I don't know if Time Stranger will have this. I really hope it does. I really hope it does. There you are, finally. I mean, I won't, like, live or die on it, but, you know, I think it would be nice. Yeely Deet, how's it going? Yeely, how's it going? How's things? Dean says, would you always recommend getting ABI to 100s? Oh, sorry, I meant Cam. Dean, well, for sure, like, camaraderie helps, but, I mean, it's not hard to get your Cam to 100, Dean, to be honest. It'll just happen naturally. Like, if you go into the final boss fight, Dean, and one of your Digimon has, like, 80 camaraderie, it's not going to really change that much. If you want to give yourself the absolute best knife's edge possible, yeah, your camaraderie being high helps. You guys won't know what this is, but I'll show you. Camaraderie is basically just the synergy your teammates have, and it gives them more chances to get buffs from each other. Remember, I showed you guys the buffs earlier. Camaraderie is just boosted by using your Digimon in battle. So if I was to show you guys Betamon, for example, Mr. Draco, you'll notice his camaraderie is already 20%. So although we've only been fighting maybe like, what, 10 battles with this guy or less, he's already 20%. Because the other guys have had less time in the field, Gabumon, for example, and even Tanemon, their camaraderie is 11 and 7. But that'll go up really quickly over time anyway. So yeah. The personality, again, like I said, that governs how much damage. Basically, the personality governs a little bit about the Digimon stats. So if you are brainy, you have a little buff to your intelligence, which means your magic attacks will be better. If you're nimble, it means you're faster. If you're a fighter, that's your physical attack. Durable, lively, and I always get durable and lively mixed up. I'm pretty sure durable is HP and lively is SP, maybe? I don't know why I always get these muddled, and I'm really sorry. I'm going to do a bunch throughout this playthrough. You can also be a developer, and you can also be... you can have the personality of a searcher. And basically that means that your Digimon are good for non-combat things. on the farm specifically. So if someone's a builder, for example, or a developer, I think that they can, yeah, if you, they can make items faster, find items faster, and if they're a searcher, they can find quests better, quicker, basically, which is whatever. It's not a big deal. You can change the personality of your Digimon at will with items. So later on, if you realize that you've grinded a Gabumon all the way through to Metal Garurumon, and then you realize his personality sucks, you can change it super easily. So don't worry about that. Don't get hung up on it. It's not even going to be something I pay too much attention to in the beginning, because our Digimon are going to transform so many times that picking one particular personality early on is not going to be a big deal. It will be super necessary later though, when we go for some of the big chungus Digimon, okay? Notice that one fight here now gives XP to our whole roster, so this is why I was trying to min-max our party space. All of these little guys are going to level up ASAP, so I say what we do here is we just push right through Kowloon. If I check my data, it might actually tell me now. Yeah. Because we are doing a board mission, the BBS tab will tell you exactly where to go, so if you get lost about this, it'll tell you here. Check Kowloon level 1 with clients, so I have no idea where this guy's going to be. He's probably deeper in Kowloon. So let's just go. What do you think are the best noticeable differences between Hacker's Memory and Cyber Sleuth? Asked Aaron. Without a shadow of a doubt, Aaron, like a lot of people will say that like having the expanded Digimon roster is better. Like obviously Hacker's Memory has like, I think 100 more Digimon. I think Hacker's Memory has 100 extra Digimon than Cyber Sleuth does. So it's got the whole roster of Cyber Sleuth plus 100 new Digimon. That's obviously fantastic. We like that as much as possible, right? The only other thing I would say is that Hacker's Memory added in the sprint mechanic where you can push square and then accelerate. We can't use it right now, but this is something we'll get later. This is such a beautiful feature that they added to Hackers. And if you have the complete version of Cyber Sleuth, you will have that feature as well. But if you're playing the original Cyber Sleuth, you won't have it. Which is a bit of a bummer. So, a word of warning about that. Are you worthy of going further? No. Did I just talk to this guy again? No, we can't go that way. Okay. I'm pretty sure the last time I played this I got lost in this area. Can't remember where I have to go, so we'll just go through Kowloon and try and get these guys leveled at the same time. So yeah, those are the main differences. Hacker's Memory also brought some buffs to how some of the mechanics work in Cyber Sleuth as well. I think the complete edition nerfs Cyber Sleuth Death Pen and Intelligence Pen attacks, which are obviously the most powerful moves for getting through some of the Eater fights, right? So when Hacker's Memory came out, they heavily nerfed the Death and the Int Pen moves, and the complete edition of Cyber Sleuth has that. If you guys are playing the OG version of Cyber Sleuth, you'll be playing on the pre-nerfed Death and Intelligence Pen patches, and that just means that if you have anybody who has like a Death Pen move or an Intelligence Pen move, they're just giga broken. They're just very powerful. Those moves still exist in this game, but they're not as powerful as they once were. Still powerful though, you still want them for sure. You will need them to get through certain fights. Blue Blaster. I don't know if we can actually turn off the animations for these moves. I'll show you guys what that looks like. Hacking skill restoration, so that's what this is. Do we have the restoration? No, we don't. We don't have the capability of doing that, but if we had restoration, we could bring this thing back to life. I don't know if that's vaccine, maybe? Maybe vaccine gives us that ability. Typically, your Digimon that you have with you are the ones that govern what special abilities you can do. So I think if you have, like, we can increase encounters, for example. We can stealth hide. We can scan, wall hack. I think this might be if we have a neutral Digimon in our team or something. I don't know. Maybe it only unlocks later. Oh, here we go. We're just hanging out with our new girlfriend, apparently. Oh, you there? Here now? I think they're looking for like the voice of a ghost or something in this place. One thing I wanted to quickly show y'all, and it's something I know some people will be aware of, but battle cutscenes, you can put this to short, guys. And I'll show you very quickly what this looks like. Basically now the opponents and the enemies and your Digimon will not use animations when they attack, they will just do the attack animation. So I'll see if I can find a little quick fight here for you. Let's run past this little Digimon here who we're supposed to interact with. We'll go up the back here. And I'll grab this item from the box. It's probably not going to be that great, but attack attachment E is actually okay here. And I'll show you why. So who has a physical attack? Not Betamon. Gabumon looks like he's kind of physical. Blue Blaster. Yeah, perfect. So what we're going to do here is with Mikandi, we're just going to go into him. With his permission, of course. We're going to give him attack up +5. So now he's got a little bit more damage. Cool. Not a game changer, but worth noting that you can do these things. The most important thing you'll get later on is attachments that give you like extra speed and extra like big amounts of damage. So look, I'll show you what it looks like now when we attack. Oh, there's still a combo. Of course, that would be the one time my team combo and completely. You see how it's much. I don't know if you guys can notice that originally. There's no like. It doesn't cut to the Digimon doing a swipe before the attack. They just take the damage. So if you guys want to play a faster version of Hacker's Memory, you can certainly turn this off. And just, that's how quick it is. So, might be worth looking into. I don't know if you guys want to see some of the animations. I think to begin this playthrough, just now, I'll turn the animations back on just so you can see some of the Digimon in action. Because for a first time player, you should see some of the, you know, the animations are pretty cool. Later on, we will turn these back off, I think. So, there you go. But put that back to normal. You can also turn off the Digimon voices if you don't want those. I guess that must be annoying for some people. Right, here's Lalamon. You're the one singing. Wait, are you a Digimon? Did my voice bring you here? Let's see if we can take on Lalamon and his cronies. Whenever you encounter a Digimon in Kowloon, it normally means you're going to have to fight them. Why we're just walking up to this Digimon when it's been singing and then bully it, I don't know, but... It's just a 3v1 apparently as well. Lalamon doesn't even have a friend. Lalamon doesn't even have friends. The good news is, because Mr. Draco is a virus type, again, no, this little thing here, see this little symbol? Mr. Draco does super good damage against data types, which Lalamon is. That little square icon above her, it means that she is data. So we absolutely stomp her. So watch this damage. Okay, actually, that was... Lalamon's kind of intimidating. That was a little bit stronger. That was a little bit less than I was expecting, truthfully, but... the cool thing is, fire is also good against her because fire beats grass, and because she's a green data type, our fire moves are good against her. So Makandi is data, Lalamon is data, but we get 1.5 times damage here. If, guys, if you have a Digimon that is beating the element and the attribute type, so let's say that we had a virus type that did fire damage, we would get times 3 damage, which is obviously like Giga Chad status. That's where you really have a good chance of beating the harder fights in the game. But that works both ways. The enemy Digimon will do the same to you sometimes. Sometimes the enemy Digimon will have like times 3 damage against you and you will feel it, trust me. Especially on hard mode. Especially on hard difficulty. If you guys are ballsy enough or crazy enough to do that, then yeah, just be aware some of the boss fights will absolutely fuck you up. And one thing I should also mention early on in this playthrough, for the benefit of everyone involved, myself included, is that this game has no autosave. None. So if you haven't saved your game, guys, and you are playing right now alongside me, or maybe you're just chilling in the background, save your game right now, because if you lose in a fight, you will get put back to the main menu. I'm not kidding. If you wipe in a fight, you will go back to the main menu, and you will lose everything. So, you know, power cuts, or maybe your dad trips over the PS5 when he's doing the hoovering or something, don't let it happen. It's happened to me before. I've lost hours of stream time. I don't think that ever happened on the Let's Play, although maybe I'm just wiping the pain out of my memory. I can't remember. I'm going to do it right now, and you guys should as well, if you're playing. You don't want to lose your data, man. It'll drive you nuts. There's a fight in this game, guys. Early on, there's a... Again, I mentioned this earlier. There's a Digimon in an elevator quest where there's a haunted elevator, and it's got a Digimon fight in it, and the boss is notoriously awkward to defeat. If you go into that fight on hard mode and you have not saved your game, he will wipe you and you will lose, and then you'll lose hours of gameplay and it will make you so sad. So make sure you're punching your save files in, guys. We would have lost 35 minutes of gameplay roughly if we had lost to Lalamon there, which would have been all sorts of soul-crushing embarrassment. I think that's it. There we go. So all we have to do now is leave the dungeon. Before I leave, I want to make sure my Digimon are all strong enough to Digivolve, so we're probably going to take 1 or 2 more fights. And then we're going to just jet back to the dungeon entrance. We could walk, but I'm going to use one of our items, and I'm going to show you guys how they work. Save ourselves a bit of time here. Let's see if this gives us level 5 on the babies here. I think the boss probably gave us the most amount of XP. Unimon and Pabimon and Serenity are all ready to go, so that's cool. You'll notice that Serenity can actually go to level 7, whereas the other 2 could only go to level 5. That's because she had a higher scan rate when we made her, so our AB is slightly higher, I think. I think that's how it works. Let's go ahead and just, before we jet back here, just check. Case closed, report to the BBS. So what we can do now is we can actually use one of our items we bought earlier. To return to your base instantly, or yeah, sure. So let's go ahead and use the home gate. And we don't have to walk all the way back, so I'd highly recommend picking up some of those. I think that was my only home gate though, so I might actually quickly talk to Jennifer, the shopkeeper here, and see what she's got. HP, we'll buy 4 of these just in case. SP, we will not buy too many because they're expensive. I've got 5 export and I've got 2 escape gates now, so that's fine. Do I want to buy anything else from the shop here? Anything off the trolley, dears? It looks like I've got a bunch of these already. I'm not going to waste too much time worrying about this. Typically speed is quite a good thing to buy, but I really like HP as well, just to tank damage. Let's go ahead and put some items onto our Digimon here, just to get them started. So Magnadra can have... Oh, he can't actually hold equipment. The small Digimon can't hold equipment. Yeah, that's actually kind of fucking kawaii. Right, to the boards. I'm going to cash in the quest first of all. We'll always cash the quest in, because you might end up... One of these quests, you might get given a memory stick or something. So it's worth grabbing this, and then, you know, before you go into other stuff. We probably could go straight into Missing Girl? Hacker points 300. I'm looking at the money given from this quest. Because that gives 500 hacker, I think they want you to do Airdramon last. So we're going to do the Missing Girl quest next. And then after we do both of these, it'll probably take us into Chapter 4. The best parts where Hacker's Memory shines is when you're not doing these filler quests. But there is a lot of filler quests in Hacker's Memory. It's the vast majority of the game, unfortunately. So if you're cool with that and you make peace with that early on and you're settled in, again, make yourself a cup of tea and a coffee. This can be really nice. Maybe if you're watching like an anime or something alongside the game when you're playing it, it can be really, really chill. But yeah, just a word of warning there. This is why sometimes I actually do prefer Cyber Sleuth to Hackers, although I never used to. Cyber Sleuth has a much better pacing, in my opinion. Whereas this game kind of just leaves you to go do shit sometimes, and it doesn't always make sense. I'm going to just double back here into this loading screen really quickly. Although the game wants me to go do that quest, I'm going to quickly go to the farm, and we're going to digivolve some Digimon. I won't be able to fit them all in my backpack now, so we'll have to put some on the farm. And the game's going to tell me that as soon as I digivolve some of these guys. So Magnadra can digivolve... what is your max level, Magnadra? Your max level is... Where do I even see that? Oh, max level 13. It's at the top of the screen, excuse me. So Magnadra can go up a few more levels. We'll hang on to him for the time being. Serenity is going to digivolve because I think Serenity can go up to level 9, actually. Pabamon, on the other hand, we're going to digivolve. Let's go into... Yeah, sure. I really like Beomon a lot. And Beomon is actually a vaccine type. But Motimon's pretty cool as well. He shouldn't be ignored. Fuck it, let's go. Motimon. I'm a big Beomon fanboy, so you're going to see me have a bit of bias towards the pink birdie. Hey, Deathman, what's up? How's it going? Thank you for the anniversary wishes, guys. Hello, Mrs. Wolfie. Yeah, I think it's too early for me to have a... Well, it's 4 PM, actually. Holy shit. How long have we been live? 4 hours. I think it's too early for me to have a coffee kill. Can I just have a cup of tea, please? Thank you so much. Motimon! He is here in all of his glory. And then Punamon round 2 can go into Nyaramon. Why not? Damius, thank you as well, guys. I appreciate it, folks. How many Digimon are there now? 341 is Hacker's Memory. I think that's about right, guys. We could Google it. I trust you guys. The Digimon Time Stranger roster is expected to be 400 Digimon total with both old and new combined. Yeah, I think that's really cool, guys, and it's very exciting. Right, let's go ahead and put Nyaramon on the farm for the first time. Nyaramon is going to be our first farm Digimon. And let's see, Motimon. We'll keep Motimon because we can afford to keep him at the time being. I think, yeah. Alternatively, we could put Motimon and Nyaramon here together so that the so we can now digivolve these guys into some other stuff when the time comes. Alternatively, I could just digivolve Serenity straight away. Oh no, I can't. Oh, she actually needs level 8, level 9 for some of these guys. Oh, Serenity, you show off. All right, well, we're keeping Serenity. We could theoretically digivolve into some of these guys. Got some options here. I don't have no idea what that is or that. Obviously, Palmon is waiting on us, which is pretty cool. Do we just dive into some of these Digimon? I mean, these are data types and virus types, so we'd have 2 virus. This one looks like it's slightly better. I have no idea what it is. Let's check it out and see. We have space, so why not? There is a world where we level up a little bit higher and then go into like Palmon or something, but I think we'll be into Palmon anyway. Naturally, anyway, so... Oh, it's fucking Renamon! Holy shit! Well, that was unexpected. Well, shit. Diamond Storm Magic AoE attack damage increases the intelligence of all foes by 15%. Huge synergy. Doesn't really matter too much, obviously, guys. You don't have to get too hung up on this. I'm just pointing out huge synergy with Mr. Draco. Renamon and Mr. Draco going hand in hand here, because obviously he likes having more intelligence, and Renamon's just going to buff that for him. So really nice. Let's see how hard this fight's going to be. I think we should be all right. We've definitely stabilized. Oh no, Lunamon. Oh no. Why do I have nervous fear? I think Lunamon's going to try and put me to sleep. Lunamon, don't you dare. We're here, guys. Open your eyes. Right. We're in our first ever random dungeon. When I say random, the dungeons aren't randomly generated. They just look a bit random ass, you know? That's right. I could be paying really close attention to some of these conversations and these dialogues, guys, but realistically, it's just a lot of... The main stuff we will pay most attention to is obviously the main story, the main stuff regarding to Rigi, Erika, Hoodie, Zaxxon, anything that involves the main plot. Right now we're doing the small fish, the chump change, running to the shop to get Chitosi's fucking vodka or whatever it is. Heal, good lord in heaven. So luckily, okay, Lalamon is a data type, and luckily we have no vaccines, so if we had a vaccine type, we'd have been in a bit of trouble. But again, Draco should be pretty potent against this particular enemy. Mikandi might have a bad time because it's water beats fire, but other than that, we're looking alright here. Let's go ahead and do Blue Blaster, I think. If we can get some paralysis off here, that'd be ideal. This looks like it's going to be absolutely fine, to be honest. Yeah. I think the thing about Lalamon is that Lalamon does have a heal ability, so it could make the fight a little bit slower. Notice here that Diamond Storm is Renamon's special attack, but it's AoE, so realistically we actually don't want to use Diamond Storm here because it does less damage. If this was a multi-Digimon boss fight, we'd want to use the Diamond Storm, but Lalamon's opting to attack us, that's fine. Magnedra's level 1 because I've just Digivolved the poor fellow. So, yeah, we have to be a bit conscientious of that, but honestly I think the fight's over. Nice combo here. Betamon should be able to finish this off. I think your Digimon can miss sometimes, by the way. That is a thing that happens in this game. It's just very, you don't see it very often. Let's see if we can pull it off here. A miss. Oh dude, if they had done that one time for science, that would have been insane. Call him or her Tavi, Astro Buff. Absolutely no problem at all, sir. Thank you again for the super chat. I really appreciate you, Astro. The little, I shouldn't say the little. No matter how big or how small the super chats, the donations, they all add up massively and help out massively. And $10 is actually very generous. So considering we've just met you, Astro, thank you so much. Tavi is with 2 V's, yeah? Okay, done. I think I've got most of you guys so far. Look at that. One boss fight, Magnadra goes up 7 levels. Absolutely delicious. And Serenity's now ready to Digivolve as well, which is fucking sick. I really thought Serenity would be able to go into a vaccine type, but I think because Sudamon is typically quite an evil-looking Digi, I would be surprised. She's probably going to have a bunch of virus types available. But hey-ho, we might be surprised. I think I saw a Demi-Devimon in there. And I'm a big fan of the Demi-Devimon, so... I'm very predictable when I play these games. I typically always go into the same Digimon over and over, and I try... Every time I try not to, I'm like, right, Jack, don't make Koagamon, don't make, you know, Angemon, and, you know, don't go for more Greymon straight away, and I try and swap it up, but you naturally do find yourself slowly gravitating back to, you know, your favorites. Because typically your favorites are often pretty good. And no Sukamon, I'm not looking at you, buddy. Platinum Sukamon, though. Airdramon Escape, let's do it. Hopefully this doesn't work me straight into somewhere. I would like to go to the farm quickly. Digimarket Wholesaler. I don't know if he's got an earpiece. You know when he does this with his hands? I don't know if there's supposed to be a phone there or if he's like togging into an earpiece or whatever. Under Kowloon level 2 is where we need to go. And this time notice that the game did not warp us directly in. That's probably an indication that we're about to do something somewhat relevant. Let's go into the DigiLab. I don't know if there's a faster way of doing this. Right, time to Digivolve SJ, let's get it done. SJ should be able to go up, she's got all of our options available here. Agumon, none of these Digimon are vaccine, but again, we're not super surprised about that. Why don't we go for the main man? Will we go for the main man, Devimon straight off the bat? What would SG be? I feel like I don't play this Digimon very often. That's Keramon, Agumon Black most likely. This little guy here, I'm not really sure who this could be. Let's just go for it. Let's swap it up a little bit. Very, very kind super chats today, guys. Thank you so much, folks. I really appreciate the generosity, and I will try and get as many of you guys who have given me donations in the game as quickly as I can. Serenity is this Digimon here. What is his name? This is the only thing about giving out the nicknames. When it comes to the Digimon names, I lose it immediately. What's this, Dracmon or something? What's this guy's name? I have Nightmares. Magic attack 50 damage. 10% restores his HP. Confuses the target. Okay. And he gets a little passive buff on that as well. Okay, cool. Akuma, thank you for the Twitch Prime. Akuma, how's it going? Lovely to see you, good sir. The Candy's still not able to digivolve. So we don't have any... oh, we've got one champion. Mr. Draco could go straight into what looks like Vegemon. Are we that desperate for a Vegemon? A part of me thinks no. But it might be nice to go up and down the scales a little bit for some ABI. I think we just hold Draco as he is. I told myself I wasn't going to mess around too much with this particular playthrough and get too caught up in the drama. We are going to make ourselves a Poyomon because I love Poyomon. Akuma, thank you for the Prime. 25 months, you're a legend. Appreciate you so much. Had to one-up me, huh? Oh no, Astro, it's not like that at all. Sometimes the chat does do that, yes. Sometimes the chat does that. They do that thing. Can I rename him from the Farm Islands? No, is that possible? I don't think I can. I think I have to put him on my team to rename him. Unfortunately, he takes up 2 memory. We will name these guys ASAP. Let's go ahead and put Poyomon into the farm while we're waiting so he can at least level up. I don't know if these guys can digivolve yet, can they? No. Multimon, no. I need to get the habit pushing R1. Poyomon goes into Bukamon. Okay, fine. And then maybe some other options. We have got a bit of overwrite happening here. We could potentially make a Koromon. I don't want to make another Pabamon. I think we're not that desperate. I think for the time being we are okay. We'll hold that on. We'll hold that off at the time being. Our current squad is not bad at all. Just missing a vaccine type and we will be good to go. Right, we need to go to Kowloon 2. So it's going to put me back in the office. And then from here we can go onwards. Dracumon? I think so, yeah. Normal Beelzemon alright, but Blast Mode is fantastic in the game. I remembered that Hackers does have some extra levels. Blast Mode, he has his motorbike, is that right? Right, Eden. Focus, Jack, focus. We're already in a quest, we don't need to take any more from the... Okay, so we need to go to Under Kowloon 2, I believe. Which means I think we have to go up the elevator. Maybe I'll have to talk to this guy or something silly. I'll just double check before we end up going the wrong way. Head to Under Kowloon 2, so yeah. Right, let's just hope that our current squad is strong enough to get through some of these guys. Airdramon will be a vaccine type, most likely. So I would assume that we want data types to beat him, and we do have 1 or 2 of those, so... If Renamon could get a level up or 2 here, that'd be great, but if not, then so be it. Let's see if we can go up the ladder here. There might be some sort of weird hold up here where I have to talk to somebody or something, but this might just take us up the way. That is... Oh yeah, because we're going down to Under Kowloon 2, okay. Interesting. Another Mr. Navit to recover here, which I still can't do. I don't think I can restore that yet. Is this going to be a wall fight, is it? Or do I have to fight this rando? Again, if you're ever unsure, guys, about going into a specific fight and you don't know what to do, just save your game. Because if you lose, you will find yourself very sad inside. This is Nakano Stripes territory. No boys allowed. Leave it once. I think we have to fight her, do we? Leave while you have the chance. Is it this one? Warning, an account authorized by the system administrators. Yeah. So I think we say no to this. And then we're going to have to fight a wall. These are not my favourite part of the game, I'm going to be honest. But we should be okay. Theoretically. So these, sometimes you have to get through these. Sometimes they're really, really notoriously hard, and then sometimes they can be a right pain in the cock. Theoretically, you want Digimon who have flat damage attacks to get through these fights quicker. Let's see how much damage we do with Betamon here, who does the most damage. Hopefully, that looks reasonable. 20% complete. So the wall's going to do some turns where it does nothing, and then it'll have some turns where it gets multiple turns in a row, and then sometimes it'll buff itself. We just want to do as much damage as possible. Because sometimes they also heal as well, so... It should be okay. Theoretically, we could have maybe went and done some grinding before this, but I just thought we'd chance our arm at it. We're actually getting through alright. He's probably going to blast us here, so better buckle up for this. Attack up and repel program A, so this is damage. Not so bad, actually. Okay, I think we can just keep our foot on the gas here. I would have loved if this thing still had its defense debuff on it, so we could just keep hitting it as hard as possible, but this is fine. We know McCandy wants to do physical, so I'm using physical attacks. And Betamon wants to do magic, so I'm always doing magic attacks. If we had heals, we could use them. Maybe some heal... Oh, yeah. Speaking of heals. Yeah. This is why some of these fights can be a little bit toxic. Because if you're doing hard mode and you're really, really struggling with some of these fights, sometimes the enemy will just heal 100 HP. And you'll see it on this playthrough, guys. This playthrough will not be immune to BS. There's times where you will throw so much damage at an enemy, only for him to max heal in front of you with some bullshit RNG 1000 HP heal, and it will drive you nuts. Again, on hard mode. So if you're playing on normal, you might never have seen any of this. You'll think I'm insane, but for the hard mode players out there, I'm with you. I've got your back, okay? We can do it together. We can do it together and then cry into each other's shoulders about it afterwards. Yeah. This might be enough to kill. Nice. Okay, good. Wall down. That should give us good XP. Odin plays! What's up, Odin? Nice to see you, man. Cherrymon was one of my favourites in the first game. Yeah. Cherrymon's the homie. Although he was a bit scary in DW1, wasn't he? He done that thing where you speak to him and he kind of whispered in ancient Latin, didn't he? I don't know what the audio file was for Cherrymon back in the day, but it was like... It was like some weird kind of muttering. Like a Celtic chant. Bit fucking spooky, if you ask me. Right, that's us gotten through to Kowloon 2. Can I talk to this guy? Can't go through here now. Leave. Not very friendly, these people, are they? We could head back to the lab, obviously, but I don't think there's any particular need to do so. I say we just push on. There's a world where maybe we run back and heal, but I don't think we're that sweaty. I packed heals and stuff specifically for this, so let's just push on. There is definitely a chance we go through here and die, but based on how that fight went, I think we'll be okay for now. There are a couple of fights coming up that I will draw attention to you guys, or draw to your guys' attention before we go into it, because if you pick off some fights in this game that you're not ready for, it will just ruin your entire life. So I'll try and help you avoid that chaos as much as possible. We'll get to see Diamond Storm in full effect here, which is really cool, so let's go ahead and hit this guy with a blue blaster. And then Renemon's going to pop off here. So this is Diamond Storm. Needs no introduction, I'm sure. AoE in this game is a bit weird. Like, sometimes it's really good, and then sometimes it's ass. So, just a word of warning about that. Typically, if you're hitting 3 Digimon at once, you are doing less damage, right? It makes sense. But if you can get, like, a big fight where you're maybe fighting more enemies, there will be choice instances in the game where you're fighting, like, 4 or 5 enemies at once, so your AoE comes in super clutch in those scenarios. It's just whatever, you know, doesn't really matter. What you don't want to have is a bunch of AoE in your team and then be fighting a single target boss mob. That's what you want to avoid. Renamon just did the anime hand. I think Mr. Draco can digivolve to champion. I think that's where we're at. But we'll not worry about that too much yet. Let's just keep going. Very, very happy to get our kind of get injected into this game as fast as possible without sounding too weird, you know. We want to get through it. The beginning at least, so I can actually show you kind of how this game works, because there is some real golden good times in here, but sometimes wading through the pain can be time consuming, so try and be as optimistic as possible while being honest, you know. Let's stick that on one of our Digimon. Let's give him Magnadra a little buff now that he's rookie level. We can give him some HP because he's quite squishy as Renamon. And then Serenity can have... God, what is this? HP as well, actually. Yeah. I quite like giving speed to my Digimon, but it really does depend. Let's give a HP capsule to Gabu. I don't think you have to talk to all these people, but I'll talk to them anyway, just in case. Because non-Malak, I'll go all the way down to the bottom and realise I need to talk to all of them, and then have to go all the way back up. Which is absolute standard in games like this. Thanks to whoever gifted me a sub. I'm back from an app and I don't have to see another ad. Thanks. Yeah, Willix, thank you so much for being here, mate. We've had a bunch of gifted subs today. Had a bunch of gifted subs from lots of different people. Most notoriously, McCandy gave us 50 subs today, Magnandra gave us 20, and then we've had a couple of people gifting here and there as well, so you must have just snagged one of those. It's really nice being gifted a sub because the ads on Twitch can be really, really tenacious. It's one of the benefits of watching on YouTube. You guys shouldn't theoretically have any ads on the live stream, if I'm not much mistaken. If anybody's on YouTube has seen an ad today, let me know. You shouldn't have ads on YouTube. Unfortunately, because I'm a Twitch affiliate, Twitch scripts ads on my content, and I can't really do anything about it. I have the choice between having pre-rolls and then no more ads after you guys join for the first 30 seconds, or I can opt in to run three minutes of ads every hour, which I really do not want to do under any circumstance. I mean, it's like a pick your poison kind of type scenario, guys. If it was up to me, I would have no ads for you guys, but alas. It is what it is. I'm just gonna make sure there's nothing down in the corner here. I think we might be popping off here. Let's do the auto mode. I'll show you what that looks like. We're actually at 1164. I'm pretty sure that's the number. I think this is our all-time record right here. I'm not even kidding. I think that is genuinely. Did one of my Digimon just die? Uh-oh. I'm bringing back my multi-chat. I took my eye off the prize for 10 seconds. And Magnandra dies. For goodness sake, chat, who let Magnandra die? Whose fault is that? Can I don't think we have revives yet at this point of the game, so Magnadra's just gonna have to sit one out. He's not dead, guys, he's just having a little lie down, don't worry, it's not in his lot. Pinkman, it's so nice to see you. Jim says go Digivolve Draco. Jim, I'm gonna sit in your head in a minute. You start giving orders. Especially after I was so kind to you recently. Jim, how you been anyway? How's your sister? That's a genuine concerning question for those that, out of context, asking a chat member how their sister is sounds really alarming, but I mean, Jim's sister genuinely was in hospital recently. I hope she's feeling better, man. Everything okay? Don't say here comes the money in all caps, okay? That's not funny, chat. Stop it at once. Digimon, no idea. Right. Maybe Maid Cat Lady can help us? I've seen an Airdramon further into this area, so we did actually have to talk to all these hooligans. Are we strong enough for this? I think so. What could go wrong, guys? Let's just go for it. I'm gonna have a sip of my tea here. Did Fabio give me a nickname for Digimon? I don't actually know if I saw that or not. Fabio, give me a holler. Fabio, if you'd like a Digimon nickname that I missed it, please tell me again. I apologize. He's a Digimon hacker, he found a way. I don't know how Demon King works his magic, but he manages to get around my firewall. No, he manages to get around my multi-gifted sublate every time, and I just don't know how he does it. I don't know what his witchcraft is. I keep trying to plug holes in the system, you know, to stop him from sneaking through the cracks, but he does it every time, you know? Did someone say stickers? No. I don't even think the stickers are on today, actually. That one of Patrick doing whatever Patrick's doing up there is merely a coincidence. That was not an invitation for you guys to start bleeding my eardrums on my first day back. On my first day back from taking a nice break, guys. Right. No. Stop it. I'm watching you guys like a hawk. This VOD's going up on YouTube, guys, forever. I don't want any pollution on there, okay? I want a nice, clean, juicy playthrough. No drama, no nonsense, no hideous beasts. Harry, get the fuck out of here. Harry! Harry, I'm gonna stick that flute up your fucking diagon alley if you don't stop. Right. Everybody settle down. I'm gonna fight Airdramon and I need all minds on board for this, guys, because if Airdramon kills me... I feel like I've heard Chewie saying that before. I feel like that's a Chewie quote. We did some PS1 Harry Potter not too long ago, didn't we, guys? For a Retro Friday. I just found some exciting meat in a box. Speaking of PS1 Hagrid and exciting meat. Should we just go for it, guys? How hard can it actually be? Not the exciting meat, I mean the boss fight, you idiots. Right, Airdramon, come at me. I've got my data types ready. Throw down, son. How scary can he actually be, guys? You won't hurt me, liar. I don't trust anyone. You'll just lock me in a tiny cage.
Do it! Just do it!
Thank you, Shia. I think we might need a Pokemon Digimon named Shia at this point. Shia, would you get off the screen? This is an important boss fight, please. Stop corrupting the gameplay. Okay, Airdrone did a lot of damage to Mr. Draco, who he naturally will do because Draco is susceptible to his damage, yeah? Blue Blaster. Mechanic Academy. Not bad, not bad, not bad.
You can do it!
Thank you, man with hat. Guy element, not bad. I think we'll be okay here, guys. We just need to not die. Thanks, Mum. If you guys could just let me focus for a second, that'd be real good, yeah? Oh, yeah, that's good. Yep. Back. Back there. Could you get back behind the neck? That's just my sunburn. Ah, could you dodge that? Sorry. Okay, that was my eyeballs. Okay, electric shock. Let's do this. No paralysis. I think we'll be fine. I'm not even worried. Christ, I was about to say from our mums to our sisters. Sorry, no, we haven't made that leap. I was just genuinely concerned for Jim's sister. I know that sounded lethal, but I promise I'm just trying to be nice. Got that one strand here that's just sneaking down today. I don't know how that keeps getting in there. Guys, the screaming goat. I could do without right now. Guys, did you just start a hype train? I feel like I heard it, but I can't see it. Because I've got my multi-chat up. What the fuck do you think these are doing? Anyways. Mission complete. Success done. I think we might be in chapter 4. I would really like to see how fast we're getting through this playthrough compared to our last playthrough when we did this on stream last time. I think we're actually making really good ground compared to normal.
Look at him suffer.
When I find out who this is, and I will find out, I will be cracking fingers. Okay, you're a strange one, but thanks to you, I'd never have escaped the wholesaler, blah blah blah. Alright guys, thanks. So I think this actually opens the black market, does it? Because there is a black market in this game. That's another feature that Hackers Memory added that Cyber Sleuth didn't have. The ability to just buy Digimon. Yeah, so that is the black market available now. I guess there are all sorts of hackers. Some see Digimon as living things and some see them as tools. Oh. Kokatorimon, what the heck? Guys, I really don't know why I bother to try and like lean into this bad behavior. This is like when the children are screaming in the back of the car and the dad says, please behave, and then they refuse. Why I'm leaning into the mustache, I don't know. But I'll give you this. Then you have to promise me that you'll behave after it, because this is ridiculous, okay? We are going to become the best hacker in Under Kowloon, okay? Look, we're literally ranking up right now. So if you guys could just get your shit together, that would be ideal. Okay, nice. Can we get the Poirot mustache out of here? I've completed all the cases. I'm free to do whatever. I wonder what Erica's up to. I'll go and see. So Erica's in her room probably doing illegal things. Do we want to try and level up or digivolve our digis? Let's quickly go check out the farm. Really. There's no way that's a Palpatine sticker. There's no way that's a motherfucking Palpatine sticker on a day like today, okay? There's no way. The Digimarket, yeah, it looks like... Yeah, here we go. We can now buy Digimon. Who do we not have yet? We don't have a Wanyamon. For 3,500 yen. Deal, bro. I'll buy a one. Yeah, give me that. Give me a Pagu. Right, there we go. I never ever used that the first... I'm just gonna pretend that those aren't there. Let's put Pagu into the farm for a second and put Wanya into the farm for a second. Digibank Serenity, you can sit in the farm also. Right, let me think for just a quick second. We're gonna Digivolve Multimon. Yes, delicious. That is my first ever vaccine type, and I think we're gonna take that. Does Nyanamon have a vaccine type? Ludamon, pretty cool. This one's pretty cool as well. Lalamon, pretty good. Let's go Lunamon here. Is this because there's a hype train going on? Is that what you guys are doing right now? I keep forgetting the hype train's there because it's like behind my other chat. Mother of God. Ender, what's your favourite Digimon in this game? I should have asked you, sorry. I didn't mean to be rude when you asked that question. There's just things happening. Demon, thank you for another 10. Demon, what's your nickname going to be? Because you've gifted like 1 million gifted subs here. Also, who else did we have gifting the sub? Green as well. Demon, I want a nickname from you for the playthrough, please. If you do not provide one, Demon King 927 will be its name. And Green, I need you to give me one as well. Roguru, I need you to give me a nickname at some point. And then Fabio needs a nickname. I don't know if Fabio said... Did Fabio say earlier? I don't know if he did. I'm just going to double check. I don't think he did. I think he's just chilling. No ads on YouTube. Thank you, Ernest. I appreciate you for saying that earlier. Let's see. Fabio. Fabio just did his donation and now he's big chilling. Okay, cool. Excellent. I hope Time Stranger has Grace Novamon. Any other Digimon you guys are looking forward to in the new game, guys? Perhaps. Right, Nairamon. Let's just put you into Lunamon. Why not? That's fine. Get some more... We've got a lot of data types on the go at this point for some reason. A few weeks ago, my sister had surgery to fix her scoliosis. Still got some back pains, but she's nearing normal. Jim, that's excellent news. We'd love to see it. Multimon, you're going to be our first ever vaccine type. I think this is either Solarmon or Hagurumon. Probably Solarmon. Probably Solarmon, I think. Froguru works. Deal. I'm just going to give you guys Digimon at random, okay? I'm going to give you a capital F. Did Demon King have a... I gave it right at the start when I entered the stream. It was Poopy Pants, and I want to be King Etamon. Oh, for fuck's sake. Right, I can't promise the King Etamon part, but I'll try my very best. Poopy Pants it is. Do we really have to call a Digimon Poopy Pants? This is going to be immortalized on YouTube, guys, for the longest of time. Are you absolutely sure that's what you want to go for? I mean, we can negotiate that, potentially. You know, if you guys were feeling like maybe we could swap that around, potentially. You know, maybe, no? Please? Okay, so I've got one Digimon I can take. Let's take Solarmon across. And then I think we have to swap out one of our thingies for potentially... Wait, is Poyamon ready to Digivolve as well? Oh, Poyamon, yes. Let's do it. I love it. I love it. Doop-a-doop-a-doo. 500 more Omnimon farms. Oof. And I would want 500 more. To be the Omnibro. Hagu, you're chillin'. Wanya, you're chillin'. Serenity, you're a wee bastard. You're doing fine. Let's say... I mean, we could theoretically take Draco out, but I think Draco's the main meat and potatoes. Let's go ahead and swap out Magnadra for the time being and put him back in later. Serenity, you can stay with the boys. Okay, nice little balanced squad. I have no idea what we were doing. Apparently we're doing nothing. We need to heal. And everybody else should be on the farm, is that correct? We're going to try and... do you know what I need, guys? A mod in this game that stops me from taking too long in the DigiLab. Like, as in, it locks me out after, like, 2 minutes. Like, 120 seconds and then it locks me out. It would make me work so much faster. And it would be absolutely horrifying, but still... Farm Island 1 party Digibank. Okay, everything's good. Let me just check the farm and make sure everybody is happy over here. Who is the leader? Searcher, Lively, Defender. Ugh, these stink. Let's make Tokamon the leader. That'll do. And yeah, you guys keep doing what you're doing. You can overwrite this and I don't think it resets anything. If they're searching for items, you want to let them finish searching for items first, but when they're trading, they're constantly gaining stats, so it shouldn't really matter too much, I believe. Somebody will correct me if I'm wrong. Fabio, what was your nickname that you wanted to give to a Digimon? I need to do that at some point. I might be able to do it here, actually. Solarmon. Fabio, would you like to be my first ever vaccine type? How about the nickname Fabio? Fabio, what was your full name? Fabio Sob. Sobral. Fabio. The man from Brazil. Okay. Wonderful. I don't know why I did a kiss at the end of that. I just kind of sneaked out. I couldn't stop myself. Right. Okay. Open for the ancient heroes in the new game. Just call it your mom. Listen, guys. Stop it. We're talking to Erika. We're talking to Erika. We're talking to Erika. Erika. Oh my god, Erika, I'm sorry. Don't bother me when I'm cleaning my room with the vacuum cleaner. I would like to see the antagonist of the Digimon Frontier, says Neo. Okay. Green says, can I be Sunomon? I can try, yeah. Has Sunomon got a nickname yet? If not, I can make you Sunomon, yeah. I think Sunomon is Serenity. Oh no, wait, is Sunomon... I'll have a look in a minute, Green. I'll go back in and... Did I just click the same option like 4 times, I think? I think I did that thing where I just keep clicking the same thing. How do you know about Matayoshi? Tell me about this. To get King Etamon, go for Gaburimon, Ogremon, Etamon, Metal Mamemon, King Etamon, says Jim. Guys, don't worry about the... Astro, I need to get a Digimon named Tavi, and you were the #1 lad, and I forgot. Gotta go, bro, but much love on your next order playthrough. I've been a fan ever since. You're funny, handsome, and complimented my hair, lol. Hope you grow more on YouTube. Astro, thank you for the $10 again. Really appreciate you today. You've been a pleasure. Astro, we will definitely get Tavi in this playthrough, I promise. Very soon. It'll be the first thing I do, actually. Thank you so much, and I appreciate you. Fabio is fine, lols. Don't you worry, Fabio, you're in there. We can maybe shorten it to Fabio. I'll adjust, I'll adjust. Okay. Let's see here. Erika's having a heart-to-heart. You know she's having a heart-to-heart because the music has changed. She's talking about, like, living in Eden versus living in the real world and how sometimes that might be better for some people, I think. Or maybe I just made all that up and she wasn't talking about any of that, but I think that'll come into it later on, so I'm just giving you guys a little fucking precursor there, a little starter, if you like, before the main. A little bit of pate before the steak pie, you know what I'm saying? Right, anyways. We got our next case from Zaxxon. You know this is main story because it's voice acted. Erika, what is that? Oh yeah, this is Wormmon, just Erika's new pet. Hey, thought you weren't the least bit interested in Digimon. What things happened? I mean, Wormmon's too cute to not adopt, man. You'd have to pick him up, wouldn't you? Your chat is hilarious. I'm actually going to rewind a little bit so I can go back to the beginning. No, Aaron, don't encourage them. Do not call my chat hilarious. Don't compliment them. Don't tell them they're funny. You'll just enable the bad behavior, okay? I've told you this before, like a child throwing its shoe at the wall. Or like, you know, their notepad out the car or something like that. We don't reward that behavior. Aaron, do not enable the monkeys. That's the one rule. Mephisto, that is a really unfortunate name. Kitfisto? You and I will log in and make direct contact with hacker teams that may have connection to him. You're a new whack. Oh yeah, whack, like as in whack-a-mole. We go in and we give them a good scud. Perfect. That's so cool. Alright, so things are happening, guys. We're moving. Don't worry about it. We're doing things. Our targets are hacker teams with a possible connection to Mephisto, Black Silver with their base in Eden Forum, and Nakano Stripes who hang in Kowloon. I don't care which one you got first, just go to the site. Come on, Regi, let's go. Okay, let's go, what did he say? Kowloon and where? Let's go on Eden and have a look. Somewhere new will open up here. We've just been in Kowloon, so maybe we could do the other thing first. Under Kowloon 2 and the Hacker Forum. Let's go Hacker Forum first. Let's go talk to these dweebs. Ooh, is that a little item I spy over there? Just don't mind me. Delicious. HP Capsule C, not bad. Can I adjust names from here? So, Fabio just wanted to be Fabio, so we can adjust that. Fabio. Simple Fabio. Fabio. Put that in. There we go. Wonderful. Fabio, you're looking wonderful. Serenity, McCandy, Mr. Draco. The other ones are in the box, but I will give out nicknames. We'll get Tavi in there. We'll get Green in there as well. Fraguru. And Poopy Pants, for the love of God. Fucking Poopy Pants. Right, I'm looking for Mephisto. Oh. I have to fight a blind old man. It's not what it looks like, I swear. Did he just... I don't know what just happened. I have nightmares. Let's go for that baby. Oh ho ho, the confused proc. There's panic. You'll see what panic does, guys. Basically, it's just like confusing Pokemon, except they can hit their teammates as well. I guess that's always the case. I don't know. Let's see what Motimon does. He still managed to land the hit. You dirty, despicable son of a gun. Sometimes in this game the statuses feel a little bit ugly, you know, like you will literally try so hard to get a status proc and then it'll just feel so bad. Honestly, they're kind of half-cooked in this game. Sometimes they work and they're really good, and then most of the time they're shit. We always talk about like poison and paralysis against bosses in turn-based games, and obviously it has to be done very correctly. Otherwise, like, you know, if you were fighting a god in a JRPG, like a big boss.
Oh no! Oh no! No, no!
And imagine you paralyze the boss and then you just couldn't take any turns. It'd be pretty broken, you know, in a 4v1 scenario or a 3v1 scenario. So I get that you gotta balance it, but still. Milf Lover, thank you so much for the Twitch Prime and the 11-month resub. Appreciate you, it's nice to see you. I think we've gotten all the information we can from here. Let's see what else is happening. So, there's no current case here, but when you have an instance like this, guys, and you don't know where to go, you can always talk to Miri in the DigiLab, and she'll try and guide you. So, let's see. We have to go to Kowloon as well. Let's just go straight to Kowloon, actually. I don't think... We have a vaccine type. Maybe we can use Restore? No. I don't know what we need. Does it not? It tells me somewhere... Somewhere in the game it will often tell me what we need to use certain skills, but I can't remember where that tells me that kind of information. Does anybody know where to check my hacking skills to see what does what? Like, you need certain Digimon to do certain things, but I can't remember how to check that. Maybe in like... Ah, here we go. So what does Restoration need? Have a vaccine Digimon at champion or higher. So if we have a vaccine champion, we can actually use this restore. What do we actually need for having acceleration? Just out of curiosity. That's one of my favourite abilities. Have a virus Digimon at champion or higher. So there we go, perfect. Let's keep talking. Mephisto! I don't know anyone like that, but we are about to fight. Back to fighting the baby Digimon. This game has a bit of a serious balance in, like, I'd say balance imbalance. Sometimes when you're playing this game, you will fight against a really hard boss, and then after you defeat the chapter boss, you'll go into the next area and you'll be back fighting against, like, in-training baby Digimon again. It's very, very weird. Again, it's just the balance of hard mode is sometimes not 100% perfect, but still, it's fine. It's giving Draco a chance to catch up because when he digivolved to champion up to Seedramon, he actually lost a lot of his power, so he went back down to 0. All of his stats were reset. Fabio's up to level 6, that's cool. Right, I think we have to go deeper into the area. We just want to make sure we are in a good spot here. I'm going to quickly throw in a save file and just make sure we don't lose any drama. Here we go, perfect. I'm telling you guys, nothing will kill your excitement in this game faster than having to reload a save file from 4 hours ago. You'll probably just never play the game again. You don't want to let that happen. Hail Poopy Pants. Milf Lover, thank you so much for the resub. Thank you for the hype train earlier as well, guys. I know I didn't give you guys full credit for that, but... Hell yeah. Is there anybody who's going to be starting a playthrough with me alongside me, guys? Anybody going to be picking up hackers and starting a new playthrough, or nah? When username at MilfLoverJack can relate. What are you trying to say, Messiah? That I relate to MILFs? Listen. I may talk about your mothers from time to time, guys, okay? So I guess that is partially true, but still. Don't be telling the new people that. Our main squad is kind of popping off here. Let's keep going. Gonna ask more people about young Mephisto. See if we can get any news. Just gonna crack through here. We're not gonna get too bogged down on the randos. Obviously, if we can make some Digimon along the way, that's cool. Your character info, yeah, I got it. Thanks, guys. Thank you, Queen. Queen Shadow. So are you guys, to everybody who's hanging out in Twitch today specifically, I've got a random question. Are you guys all here from YouTube, or did any of it... Is there anybody here today on Twitch that's here specifically just from the Hacker's Memory category? Is there anybody who's just like hanging out on the category, or was this recommended to anyone? Or are you guys all from the YouTube channel? I started playing it, then my Switch died, so now I'm just watching. Sacred Stun, did you manage to save your data? Mango says happy affiliate anniversary, thank you guys. Thank you so much. Hacker's Memory, didn't you play this one recently? October can't come soon enough, says Jack. Hey, Jack. Yeah, we did. We played this in, I think it was November, December last year, so not too long ago. What have I missed? Not too much, guys. We're just making our way through the start of Hackers. We're on chapter 3, chapter 4. That'll tell me somewhere. We've only been playing for 4 hours, apparently. But, it's been good so far. Right, what we got here? Most of our XP is going into our main squad. I don't think any of these people are actually going to fight me, so I think we just go straight down to the end here. And talk to this last that's standing in the way. Although, apparently I can't go that way. Look. We need to get ourselves a vaccine Digimon so we can restore all these items and get the free stuff. Normally I'd be all over the vaccine types. Oh. This lady's gonna fight us as well, apparently. Rotate saves, have 2 or 3 in rotation. Yeah, you're right, AJ, it's a good idea. I've heard that the new game, something they've confirmed is that Time Stranger is going to have 15 save files. I don't know if we should be celebrating that, but that is a good thing, guys. Because next order, I think you get 3. In this game, I think you get 3. Which is a bit fucking alarming, considering we're now living in 2025, where people literally have terabytes of data, like, space. I've heard that, yeah, Cyber Sleuth, sorry, Time Stranger is supposed to have 15 save files. I don't know why we know that information, like that's like hot information, but I guess anything is good at this point. I'm here for emotional support, says Steve. Steve, when are you going to get on the Digimon grind? That's what we want to know. Put the Dark Souls 3 DLC at one side for 10 minutes, Steve, and give us some Digimon, you know? Almost 1 year sub to be familiar with your game. I could play alongside you, but Rune Factory. Oh, Rune Factory, Jesse. Is that what you're up to? What Rune Factory is it, Jesse? Is this one of the newer ones, or is this like... The last Rune Factory I heard about was Rune Factory 4. Is that still the case, or are we way beyond that now? Oh god, that's evil. Mr. Wolfie, you planning on streaming on Kick-Ass? Jim, that was a random question. I've got a Twitch, I've got a Kick account. We've streamed on it a bunch, but I never really found a lot of success over on Kick. I feel like the games we were playing wasn't really like meta yet, so we were kind of just getting inundated with botted accounts. Didn't really see the need to it. But yeah, I mean, when I multi-stream on YouTube, the option to multi-stream 2 Kick at the same time is there. And I have done it in the past, but not for a while. Not this year. But we tried a little bit. I thought, you know, I'd give it a go and see, but I don't know. We might go back to it one day. I'm not saying we won't, but Kick's a bit of a Wild West at times anyway, so I don't know. Not to mention all the drama surrounding it, so I think for the time being we're mostly on YouTube and Twitch. I was thinking about streaming on TikTok, like multi-streaming to TikTok while streaming on YouTube and Twitch. I just need to set it up. It shouldn't be too much of a problem, but it is something I was considering recently. I do have a TikTok account if you guys want to give me a follow over there. If you guys are on TikTok very often, you can do !TikTok in the Twitch chat and it'll give you the link. It's TikTok is something I'm constantly working at and whittling away at, but it's very slow progress. I've never really managed to crack TikTok very well. I don't seem to have much success on it, but I think that's just because of the content we make and the games we play. But we are getting better at it as well. We're still throwing bits and bobs at it just to see what sticks, and we'll get there eventually. I am hopeful. It's just a slow journey. What even is a Digimon, really? Steve, that depends on what Digimon game you play, to be honest. I know you said it jokingly, Steve, but you better be careful. You might get some answers. Right. We've got to fight all of these people. Did this on many of my games, and quarter through of my playthrough it's already full of saves. I just got to chapter 9, got my XP and my dollar crew, got a ton of mega and burst evolution, so much grind. Demonic, I like to hear it. Is McCandy gonna go down here? He's getting heavily targeted in these fights. Right. Take these somewhat seriously. We might even sub in our Solarmon at some point soon. So that he can get a little bit of XP. We get Fabio in here. Elysium Falls! What's up, Elysium? Nice to see you. Hello. What's happening, guys? Welcome, welcome today. The better question is, who am I not romancing? It's the new one. Got the one with the Switch 2 because of better performance, and my PC is too full. Got 60 hours in it, so you can see I like it. Okay, nice. You think I would like a Rune Factory game, Jesse? I think we can put Solarmon in here. Let's swap out SJ. No, let's swap out McCandy. He seems to be getting a bit of a ass beat in here. Right. Does Fabio have an item? No, he doesn't. Let's go ahead and give Fabio some HP here. Stop him from getting clapped. That was a huge waste of 2 of those items. I don't know why I did that. Right. Another. TikTok streaming is tough because it's short form gratification on the side, but never hurts to try and take advantage of revenue. Oh, avenue. Sorry, not revenue. Excuse me, Messiah. Sorry. I just thought, why not, guys? I mean, what's the worst that could happen? We could give it a few goes, and if it sucks, we'll just cancel it. TikTok are constantly spamming me with offers. The last offer I got from TikTok was like, stream today and we'll give you £13.50. I'm not even kidding. That was genuinely a dashboard notification. They said if you try streaming today, we'll give you £13.50. I don't know where the fuck that number came from, but that's what they offered me. £13.50, by the way. That's what I'm not anything else. Not anything else. It was just such a random thing. Honestly, it's one of these things I should get established with, because if it does work out, it could be really useful to do in the future. I think there's a lot of people on TikTok. Whether we gain traction over there or not, I have no idea, but even if we picked up a couple of followers, that'd be cool. TikTok is just so hard to get right. Sometimes we upload to TikTok and we get like 100 views, and then once or twice we've had a couple of videos do really well, and when the videos do well, they're not even any different to the rest of them. It just seems... a long time ago, Hoff talked to me about TikTok, and he said he felt like it was a bit of a lottery, and I was like, oh no, surely there's a bit more logic to it. And I think there is. I think there obviously is. Some people do consistently well, but I think there is a bit of RNG to it as well, which is like a bit alarming at times. Do you know what does? It's actually, it goes without saying, guys, but see, whenever we make Digimon content on TikTok, it actually does pretty good. It actually does pretty good, and I don't know why. But anything Digimon typically gets a bit more traction, and I think if I just did non-stop Digimon stuff on TikTok every day, we would actually grow really quickly. It's just whether or not I could put that together on a consistent basis. I don't know. I don't know if I've got the spirit for that. If anybody wants to be my TikTok manager, let me know. Which Digimon has the most variants? Asked Froguru. Taking the P5 Joker route, I see. Lol. Kuma, can you believe that the chap flamed me for romancing every single character in Persona 5? Can you believe that? You know at the end when you go into Sojiro's shop and they all turn up for Valentine's Day? Like, we had almost every character in the game. And the chat flamed me for it. How dare they? I can't believe we got into 8 actual accidental relationships at once. That wasn't my fault. I will only accept Black War Greymon. Oh, Jack, don't you mention Black War Greymon, young man. Not again, Jack. Not again. Mephisto, please. Never heard of Mephisto, you're lying. No one knows his true identity. Don't let it overwhelm you. Wait, this isn't going to be an eater fight, is it? How's it hanging? I got news for you. The Hacker Team's Steam dealers seems to have gained an unusual amount of influence lately. Rumour amongst the freelance hackers is that they've found themselves in a nice cash flow of clients. Utosi's pretending like he's useful. God bless him. Steam dealers. They're just dealing Steam decks. Oh, Erika. Sending you the URL now. Oh, no, that's the wrong website. Don't click that, please. Guys, have you ever accidentally copy and pasted an awkward link to someone before? Where it's like absolutely not the one you're looking for. What did they want me to... What did he say? Where did you want me to go? Fuck. She gave me a new URL, so I think what we can do is if we do items and we do the old Yeehaw we want to try the... Let's go export here. We'll use an export. You'll notice that we've got an item that's called Brave something or other. That's actually for, like, giving a bunch of XP to your Digimon, which can be quite handy. Right, let's see what we're doing here. When you're running around in the game, by the way, guys, like when you run around in Kowloon doing stuff, your Digimon on the farm are leveling up, so it's worth coming back here every so often. Let's see if we can't do some stuff here. Makandi can actually Digivolve, which is excellent. I think we can get a Garurumon here, which would be quite nice. That'd be a very good vaccine type, give us a lot of flexibility. Alternatively, we've got what looks like Frigimon. Let's go for Garurumon. We have to do it, guys. We have to lock it in. Would you trust me as your TikTok manager? Well, Jack, you spelt TikTok wrong, so that's probably not a good start, but other than that... Jack, I know you've got some editing prowess, you've got some editing experience, you could pull it off. Serenity, could go up... No, I can't make Serenity the rare mon, surely, that's a bit... Is that my only hope? When can she... Is she level 15? Can she go to 15? Yeah, she can, okay. We can make Serenity into that dog thing. And I'm sure she'd be really happy with that. Over here we have not a lot of options. I don't think we want to do that yet. Fabio, you can definitely do better than... Oh fuck, here's Gardramon turning up for the 19th time in my fucking life. Let's go with... we'll keep Garurumon, we'll keep Draco. Fabio is close to Digivolving. Let's take Fabio out, put him in the farm just now. And we're going to Digivolve some of these guys. Magnadra is chilling, Lunamon is chilling. Over here, Pagamon, let's go ahead and turn you into that rat thing. Dishonorable Ronan, thank you for the Twitch Prime. What's up, dude? Ronan, lovely to see you here. Odin B. Cray says, sup? Hey, Odin, what's up, man? Ronan, thank you so much for the resub, the Prime. How's it going? I've been great, how are you? Deathbane says, thanks for the sub. Let's go ahead and get some more nicknames in this playthrough, guys, because there's a lot of love coming through today. Wanyamon can't Digivolve yet, he's chilling. Togemon. I need to use my L1 and R1 way more often. Could theoretically Digivolve into this thing. Don't know if I really care about that. Alternatively, we could go back down to Multimon. We already have a vaccine type now. Should we just Digivolve ASAP? I don't hate that idea. But Golemon could be kind of cool. Clockmon's really good, actually. I quite like him, actually. I think we just hang on to that. So... we have a decent squad here. Makandi, Mr. Draco, and Serenity holding down the fort. Makandi needs a couple of levels to catch up, but he'll get there just fine. Okay, so... I need to rename some of these guys. But I can't do that from here, which is really quite annoying. Damage to one foe. Also, Lunamon's quite cool because it's the first Digimon we've had that comes with a heal, so... I really wish I could rename from this menu, and the fact I can't is really annoying. Let's just do this now, and swap them around. I'll tell you what, we'll move Makandi into Digibank 1, and I'll move Draco into Digibank 1. This is going to be my main squad for the time being, but it will allow me to rearrange my team a bit better. So Lunamon, you can come into the... no, stop it. Into the party. Just for a quick second here. Tokamon into the party, and let's just take the whole lot here. Impmon. Wanyamon. And carry him. Right, what I'll do is I'll give these Digimon names. I think Gareen wanted to be... Impmon, I think? I think so? Guru, I think you're happy with this, right? Tell me if you hate me. GG, you are... Ru, like this. 2 Gs. Green, are you happy with this? Do you want a capital G? You let me know. Lunamon is going to be our very own Tavi, thanks to the very kind donations from Astro earlier. Gave me 2 super chats today on YouTube, guys. So Tavi's going to be locked in. Our Lunamon, wonderful. And then last but not least, we got Tokamon here as well. Go ahead and rename this guy... Thank you for all the gift today, guys. Poopy pants. Fuck me. Right. Right, let's swap these guys around for a minute. I'm going to try and sort this as much as I can. Wanyaman's also here. So we got Tavi, Poopy pants, Fraguru. I think that's most of them. Have I missed anyone? Use a brave point on Solar Man. No, it's okay, Jim. Don't worry about it. I've got it under control, I think. Right, let's put him in farm 1 for the time being, just till we organize this. Have you sit here, and we're probably gonna get a level up very soon anyway. So, Poopy Pants, you also go into the farm, and Draco can come back into the box, and McCandy can come back in. So this is a full roster at the moment because we only have, you know, 19 and 20. But now we have McCandy as a champion vaccine type. We can actually use Restore, which is nice. We still don't have our acceleration, but that's alright. We're not that bothered. Over on the farm, these guys will level up. I don't think anybody is ready to Digivolve. He is, technically, but... Oh, I guess Wanyamon could. This little guy is interesting. We've got this guy as well. This guy's also a good line. So many options here. I remember this guy having some death pen attacks, if I remember correctly, I think. Okay, Wanyamon, you're gonna Digivolve. Wanyamon doesn't have a name yet, but that's okay. All hail Poopy Pants. You can press square for instant party picks as Demon King. What do you mean party Demon King? Sorry, you can press square? I don't know what that means. Poopy is fine, yeah. Is that everybody? Cool. Wizardmon's in there. Bakamon also a decent option as well. Fabio could Digivolve, but I don't think I like that idea yet. He looks like he stinks. Okay, that's fine. Hey, Bird, how's it going, man? Welcome. Nice to see you, Bird. Sorry, a lot going on today. Bird, I think... Did you say hello earlier? I think I might have missed you. Let's make a backup file, guys. We're going to say goodbye to our old Let's Play from a long time ago. Going to cook that one. Going to make sure our squad are healed up. And now we're good to go. We just need to catch Garurumon up in some levels. McCandy could do with a bit of a boost. Do these guys have any extra spots for... Yeah. So this is occasionally going to happen from time to time where you open up extra slots for your Digimon to go in here. Equipment slots specifically. Let's go ahead and give Siegemon some extra speed, why not? And he's still doing physical damage. Yes. I'm not going to worry about rearranging personality types or anything just yet, guys, because it doesn't really matter. Serenity is a physical attack dealer, so we need to bear that in mind. Unfortunately, Serenity's main attack is special, which is kind of unfortunate. But she does actually have Destruction Cannon, so that's pretty good. If in doubt, Destruction Cannon does a little bit more damage, so... we're also going to organise our team and put Siegemon in top dog spot, and we'll put McCandy in the middle. Serenity on the end. Put Serenity in the middle. There we go. In between the boys, where she can shot call, tell them what to do and crack the whip. We're just going to have a chat. Oh, Bird. Bird, man. I saw you message me this morning. I didn't have a chance to read it, unfortunately, but I appreciate you. Have you been having a good time, Bird? The chat asked me today, I think Jesse asked me today, wait, where am I going? I need to know which direction I'm going. I'm going to a URL, I think I'm going this way. The chat asked me today, Bird, they were like, Jesse asked me, Jack, have you gotten over your Blueprints addiction? I said, no, I played it last night for 2 hours. Which is the truth. Here we go. Alright, guys. This is us. Let's hope that we get on okay here. I'll punch in a save again because you never know when you're going to get ruptured in this game. So, although we've just saved a bunch, I'll plug in another one here. And let's go. There's some stuff to find here, and there's some random medals and stuff to get, so we'll try and grab most of these. Again, the medals are not too important in this game, but they may be relevant later. I'll go ahead and sit on the left again so that you guys can see most of the UI. I think for the big fights, guys, I'll probably jump up into the clouds so you can see everything, but for the little fights like this, I'll probably just sit down here. And we'll rearrange it as we see fit, yeah. That was a terrible attack, I don't know why I did that. This should be enough. Nice. Nothing but death pen attacks, yeah. Is it Shatson? Am I saying your name correctly? Is it Shatson? Death pen attacks would be very useful. I'd like to get some death pen if possible. The sooner the better, honestly. I know Clockmon has a neutral attack. And I know that the little puppy Digimon, whose name is not Lalamon, it's whatever the dog's called. The little tiny cute dog. I know that particular Digimon has intelligence pen attack as well, so those are both pretty good. We're going through the security wall. Alright, here we go. I should have maybe did this after I fought the other guy, actually. This might be a mistake. Maybe I should have went the other way first. I don't know. Normally with these kind of things, like, coming across this too early might be a mistake, but let's try Foxfire. The candy might have... Maybe I should have went and leveled a little bit, actually. This could be a bit of a pain. Ice Blast is magic. 75. I'm gonna pretend I don't see that gnome farting on my face. Right, now we want to be doing Destruction Cannon as opposed to anything else. Okay, I just don't understand how you could possibly miss a giant wall that doesn't move. Alright, we get some buffs, that's certainly welcome. Especially when we're doing physical attacks. If you don't see the book icon, guys, it means you're getting an attack buff. If it's the sword, it's an attack buff. So physical attack's pretty good here. 37 damage is terrible. This is an awful fight. Kidding me. This could be a slow process. We're kind of running out of juice here, but I don't think it matters. 32 damage. Yikes. Yikes and yikes. Let's do this. Almost got it. We just need a little bit more DPS. A little more DPs. For some reason, Sigemon's attack is way louder than any other attack in the game, and I don't know why. The audio balance on Sigemon screaming at the sky while it does its damage is absurdly loud. Right, speedrun. Kill it. We got it, guys. We got it. It's done. Finished. Oh my god, please just die. Anything. Come on, man, are you kidding me? This has to be a lie. This is the most... Did he steal the kill? Nice. Okay, good. Serenity to level... Wait, Garurumon only got 3 levels from that? What a tragic mess of a fight. Right, the good news is we got through it, guys. My bad. You really do want flat damage for those particular opponents, otherwise you'll find yourselves sad inside. More so than normal. Why is there 2 goats laughing on my face? I'm going to save because I don't know which of these 2 directions is the correct way. One of these will be a bonus fight and one of them will be a dead end with an item. I think realistically we need to get these guys a little bit stronger here. McCandy could do with a little bit of a stat buff. Hey, we're trolling. Okay, good. Woo! Jim says if you've got the time, get 3 Platinum Numemon and 9 Tactician USB to stick them on XP Amp right there. Jim, you don't say. Jim, where am I going to pull 9 Tactician USBs out of in Chapter 3, Jim? Jim, from what orifice do you expect me to produce these, Jim? Just whip them out my butthole, will I? Jim, how many Tacticians have you got up there? Let's see who's got the best Digimon. Okay, I'm ready. I mean, I haven't redeemed a sticker, but if you disable them, it wouldn't ruin your day. Well, X, don't tempt me. Don't tempt me, brother. Right. Solarmon and Hagurumon. This looks like a fight we can handle. Nice. That attack break field is going to be pretty useful later on, guys. Being able to, like, debuff the enemy's attack, like, AoE style, it can be actually genuinely quite good. Nice. Good, good, good. We're going to finish him off, hopefully. Nice little crit there, sneaking that one in for the boys. Good. Nice. Okay, excellent. Surprisingly easy. Okay, good. Delicious. Everybody's getting stronger. Speed charge, okay. So Garurumon can now buff the speed of one ally, that's decent. What are we getting? Memory up. Revival capsule, okay, good. We've only got one of those. HP attachment E, I mean, not bad. I mean, all in all, not bad, guys, not bad. Right, it is time for the pièce de résistance. I think we have to go fight this douchebag squad. I'm wondering if we ever want to evolve Serenity here. I kind of want to, but I can't fit her in the party, I don't think. Not at our current level, so I think we just have to save. And then we go fight the main boss. The way these guys are lined up, I don't think it's a territory battle, but it might be. It might be our first ever territory battle. Here's a little Agu, bro, look. Q's surprisingly OP. Don't you dare. There's absolutely no need for you to do AoE damage there. Absolutely no need for AoE damage against my team when I'm about to go into a boss fight. Now I have to individually heal them, you penis. Okay, here, Agumon, you little asshole. Right. I looked up to you, Agumon. You could have been the chosen one. Garurumon gets a level, that's fine. Okay, nice. He wants levels as fast as possible, because if we go into a fight, guys, and it's a virus-type opponent, Garurumon is the only one that can theoretically do good damage to him, so... Oh, look who's back. Kill him. Okay, these Agumon are surprisingly tanky. Always smart to save a couple up there. Yeah, you're right, you're right. Couple of tacticians up the ass, just for emergency's sake. Do you know how long it would take me to farm 9 tactician USBs, Jim? You are correct, of course, your advice is solid, just maybe not. You know, 9? It's like saying, Jack, just do a quadruple backflip. It's like, well, I'd like to be able to do that, but like, reasonably. You know, is that a rational request? 42 minutes. Alright, we're gonna pop a little HP capsule onto Fern Gully here, and we're gonna go in. You guys ready? A special battle, dude. Disgusting. Wait, hey, the Steam dealers. The Steam dealers. Oh yeah, Psycho Mantis and friends, I forgot, yeah. Chat, this is what I think you look like. That's you, chat. Why do you need a gas mask in cyberspace? You mean you can't feel it? The stagnation and the pollution in cyberspace? We take these masks off the day we'll take the masks off the day they clean this up. You're the leader of this bunch, are you? That was a joke, don't respond to that. Right, tell us what you know about Mephisto. You're doing business with him, ain't you? Where did you hear that? Jim told us. Mephisto up his ass, you get the point. I have no obligation to answer you now, get out of here. We'll end your polluted lives down to the last man. I think this is... I genuinely think this is a... Oh... Okay, chat. Type 1 in the chat if you enjoy this mode. Type 2 in the chat if you don't enjoy it. Type 3 if you've never seen it before. Type 4 if you think Jim should get a 10th tactician USB up his ass. Right, go. I'm not a personal fan of these. No. Like, I want to be friendly and positive, but also, there's only so much energy, guys, you can falsify, right? Right, let's try and do this. Basically, you need to get to 30 points before they do, and they're going to get in your way, and you have to do fights over and over again. It's not that bad, chat. It's not that fun. Right, I'm going to go... What's this guy going to do? 5, 10, 15... There's 30 there, so we have to get all of these. I don't think it actually matters about taking the shitters. Let's just roll up. We have HP on our Digimon on the left. Domination, space control. Moving on to space will grant you control of it. Yeah, we get it. Chitosi, why don't you get your fat ass up there? You get to see Chitosi's Digimon at the very least, which is kind of cool. Chitosi and Rigi, I keep getting those two mixed up. Rigi, you get to see Ryoji's Digimon, you get to see Chitosi's Digimon. Okay. Ready to wipe, let's go. Who, what, where? Right, what's happening? So now we are going to... I think we have to go straight for King of Yummy Makai here. Why don't we... How do we want to do this? What's the best way? I think we have to collect this at some point, so we may as well just start chipping away. Unfortunately, the respawn for this match is right behind this guy. So yeah, it's a bit of a... Yeah, whatever. He's got 2 vaccines and 1 data. That's probably fine for us. So who can we kill? Probably the Gotsumon we can kill the fastest. One of these Digimon probably have a heal on them, so it's worth taking out the healers based on how these battles work. I don't know who the healer would be if there even is one. That was a lot of damage actually, that's not so bad. That's very, very encouraging. Big damage. Oh, the crit though, Serenity, you're showing off. Serenity's ready to digivolve. And I'm loving it. Awesome Quake, okay. You didn't have to crit me. You didn't have to crit me back, you little shit. That's how this works. Basically, you get a turn, then they get a turn. They're going to attack you, take 1 turn, and vice versa. I think we should probably deal with this guy and then move up there. So, let's just take him out. There's probably a quote-unquote fastest way to do this, guys. I actually don't know what the plan is, but... This is Rigi's squad. You get to see his Digimon in action. He's got Duromon, Cyberdramon, and someone else. Codramon. Pretty lethal. They're also level 15, 10, and 10, so naturally playing with Regi's Digibros are, you know, it's pretty good. He's got a balanced team as well, so can't really go wrong with this. Bang. Oh, come on! So close, bro! There was absolutely no need for him to survive on 1 HP. But they did that, I guess. I guess he did that. Right, Chitose, you better slink your little ass over here. Secure those points. We can't let the enemy take the other points because then they just straight up win and then we waste more time. I think we should be fine because Draco can kick the crap out of that guy, so I think we do it this way. Serenity's the one that's least likely to kill, so this always kills. Can Serenity pull this off? Do it. Do it one time for me, please. Nice. Do it for me, Stu. They weren't bad, can do without them though. I think if I could do this on ×2 speed, it would be really nice. That's the only thing that makes this a bit painful. I actually can't get over to capture that. I think it's maybe better that we... I'm trying to think how I can save myself more time here. If I go like this, I can get 1 point with Chitose, and then... No, do not stand by, you fool. That's us, 30 points, that's it. Okay, not bad. That was alright, guys. They get a bit more intense later. I think doing them back to back is what's painful, but in moderation they're actually okay. Like I said, I don't mean to sound like I'm complaining. These little domination battles never used to exist in Cyber Sleuth, which is again one of the other reasons why I enjoy Cyber Sleuth more than Hackers, because you don't have to do these, but it's just whatever. Alright, so we were doing all this to get to Mephisto, but it's not really providing much. Let's see here. Fine, I get it. We hackers, we gotta be the alpha hacker after all. We send a signal on a certain bulletin board. They tell us where the deal will be taking place. Eek, I get it, I get it. You've got a deal coming up soon. We can meet him if you go to the meeting place. Okay, there we go. Got a tip off. I call that a job well done. Time for us to meet the mastermind face to face. Chitose, you need to deal with the cleanup. Alright. I don't know what the cleanup means. Do you think that's Chitose walking off screen with a silenced pistol and just taking out the remaining hackers? Imagine he walked off putting on a pair of leather gloves and drawing a pistol. We'll give them some other info or malware as compensation for the useful intel. Think of it as the cost of doing business. Oh my god, QB Proxy, thank you for the Twitch Prime. And the 7-month resub. What's happening? Dennis says, I like the domination battles. Dennis, I promise I won't hold it against you, mate. To each their own. I didn't hate them the first time. They're alright in a weird way. I just think they take too long. But that depends on how strong your Digimon are as well. It could just be the hard mode coming into play again. Like, if hard mode's slowing you down, then, you know, the battles might be a bit painful. The deal with the mastermind will go down on Kowloon level 2. I'll get ready and head over. Okay, let's do it. It looks like Chitose's coming with us. We definitely want to go to the Digifarm first. And see if we can do some stuff. Some of my Digimon can definitely Digivolve. But most importantly, we need to buy some HP from the store. Can I buy these from here? SB mostly because we were kind of running out of these. I just don't want to spend all my money. 10 of these should be more than fine, and we'll buy like 8. It's always better to buy stuff while you have the chance, guys, than like be regretting not having it later on. There's actually some stores down in Ikikaburo, which I always mispronounce, by the way, I'm really sorry. There's shops downtown that we can go to. We might actually do that now. Serenity has got an evolution here which is really nice, but I'm scared that her evolution might take her to too high of a level. I think we just do it anyway. Just make her a little bit stronger. Hopefully this takes us to a nice neat round 20 out of 20, but I don't know. I've got a strong suspicion her ABI might go up too much. Matt, thank you so much for the follow. What's up, dude? Matt, a warm welcome. Is that us? Are we good here? ABI 4. Oh, perfect. So now Serenity just needs some levels. And then she's good to go. Let's check the farm here and see what's happening. So Fabio has got a bunch of options now. Clockmon is really good. I think we just take that, guys. We've got an option for Guardiamon here. Clockmon, whatever the hell that thing is. Golemon is pretty cool as well. I quite like him. Clockmon is really good, though. Meramon also available down the bottom. The reason I like Clockmon is because he has a neutral attack, which is flat 150, which doesn't seem that exciting, but for getting through some of these tank enemies, like the walls, he's actually really good. So let's check him out here. Chrono Breaker, 150 damage with a chance of reducing speed, and does extra damage when combined with electric homies, so that's pretty good. Magnetra, you can almost Digivolve, but not quite. Tavi is big chillin'. There's Gatomon, also a very good Digimon for having as an option. So maybe we can boost some camaraderie on Tavi to make a Gatomon. I'd be really happy with that. Poopy Pants has an evolution. I say we just take it, guys. Why not? This guy's got a lot of options. Let's just throw our little homie in. See what we can make him of. Hawkmon. Is it Hawkmon? Falcomon? Falcomon. Poopy Pants, whatever his name is. Ninja Blade. Damage to all foes. Okay, so Poopy Pants is big chillin'. Anybody else? Any last takers? No. I'm very keen to get Fabio into the team, and I'd love to get Tavi up to Gatomon. But Gatomon needs 25%, so I think it's time we actually... Let's see, maybe we could do a rearrangement here. Serenity is still our only virus type. For Guru could be okay. A little bit low level at the moment, though. Ultimately, what we need is to upgrade our memory to get more Digimon into our squad, but we should be okay. This team seems decent at the moment, if not completely... It's not like it's goated or anything, but it's fairly decent. We're moving in directions where we're setting ourselves up to have some powerful Digimon, so... Let's have a look at Farm Island 1 here. Why don't we make... If I make Poopy Pants the leader, guys, and I tell these guys to train, do they just get random stats across the board? Is that how that works? Can't remember if that's a thing. Like, if I make them a searcher, do they just get neutral stats across the board? What we want to do is we want to give Tammy some Digimeat, because that respawns every 5 minutes, and we need Tammy to have camaraderie of 25%, so let's go ahead and just throw some of these here. You can slow this down if you want. Sometimes the Digimon will reject the meat that you throw at it. Obviously, we could put Tammy into battle, or Tavi, sorry. We could put Tavi into battle, but this is another way of doing it. You'll notice we have some exciting meat as well, which we've got 2 of. We could try this. If she rejects it, I'll be sad. Tavi, there was absolutely no need for that absolute BM. I can't believe that just fucking happened to me. Tavi, you're fucking dead to me. Okay, well, we're not getting any major cam up, apparently. Tavi just fucking hates us, apparently. We're almost at 25%. She could have taken one of... There's a 2. Okay, we got a 2 buff, okay. Right, almost. We just need a little bit more. But our meat will come back soon. Okay, that's fine. Just reject both of my special meat, why don't you fucker? Right, so we are going to... Where? Kowloon level 2. Okay, cool. Let's do it, guys. I wonder if this has been available. No, not yet. Okay, cool. Sure. Let's go. Let's go Kowloon 2. We need to get Serenity some levels before we go into whatever this fight is, because I think there's a boss fight coming up. So we jump out the farm. We jump back in. I will take a couple... There's no BBS boards, is there? No. Right, we're going into Eden. We're going into Eden, and then we're going to Kowloon 2. We're going to take a couple of fights here. There might even be some bonus stuff we can grab, because we have the vaccine now. So look, see these here? We can now restore these guys. This is thanks to our vaccine champion. There we go, baby. Nice. Thanks for the help. What's he giving us? Happy Hacker Memory 1, and he gives us 3 HP discs and 3 SP capsules. Not bad. And then he disappears. I don't know why he needs to disappear in slow-mo, but he does. As well, in addition, one really nice thing we have now that we have our Wolf champion, our Virus champion, we can now go really fast through Kowloon, which is an absolute game changer. It's just absolutely beautiful, guys. So make sure you have a Virus champion at any point in your team, and you'll be able to go super zoom. Really, really nice. Let's see if we can restore some of these robots along the way, because I think there was 1 or 2 down here. That's number type 4. Memory 2. The way that they give you, like, the memories in order makes me think that maybe these repairs actually come in an order sequence, where, like, maybe you just get a fixed item every time. Garurumon? Garurumon, what's happening over there, bro? He's like, Jack, don't leave me, bro! Please! Serenity could get the attack buff for an extra bit of DPS. Don't hate that. We might even be able to double down on this and see if we have any nature changes. Because I think, yeah, Fighter Patch changes personality to Fighter. What is Serenity's current thing? She's brainy. I mean, that's not really ideal for her. She really doesn't benefit from that at all. Same with Digimon. Mr. Draco's a fighter for some reason. So those guys are totally back to front. I don't normally do this, but because we have 2 of these, I don't hate it. Let's go ahead and put 1 fighter on Serenity. Serenity is a fighter. And now you can see she goes up to 80 damage, so just a little bit more value there. Kowloon level 2, not under Kowloon. Oh, right, Roger. I never even thought about that, guys. You're right. I wasn't reading correctly. I was too busy getting excited for all the Digimon we're going to craft. Yeah, you guys are right. Meaty, you rascal. I forgot that Kowloon and Under Kowloon existed. Yeah, you're right. You're right, guys. Thank you. Right, back to Kowloon. Let's zoom, shall we? I'm an idiot. Normally what I would do back in the day when I played this the first time on, you know, the PS4 back in the day is I would just seamlessly... all these getting lost sequences, I would just trim them out. Nobody would ever know. Can't get away with that when I'm live. I just blame Miri, even though she's literally telling me exactly where to go. MMO that's super pay to play. What is funny, says Riku. Raikou? What's funny is Time Stranger is connected to this game. In the trailer you notice the final boss room from Cyber Sleuth. I mean, they are all part of the story franchise, guys, so there might be little nods, yeah. There might be some nods. Obviously, we're spending a lot of time in Shinjuku by the looks of things. And Media's undoubtedly going to appear in it, as I think we can already surmise, so... yeah, there's every possibility that there are connections to Cyber Sleuth, but I wouldn't imagine it's... I mean, it might be. I think when they make these games, guys, you have to understand that obviously the games are coming out years apart, and so when they make a new game, they want as many people to play it as possible, which is one of the reasons why I think they try and keep the games separate. A lot of people are going to look at this new Digimon game, they're going to pick it up in the store, and they're going to Google immediately from their phones, do I need to play Cyber Sleuth and Hacker's Memory to play Time Stranger? And if the answer was yes, a lot of people would put the game back down and not buy it, right? Not everybody, but some people would. And I feel like they often, for that reason, try and keep the games separate. You know? So although there might be nods to Cyber Sleuth and there might be nods to Hacker's Memory, maybe Chitosi or somebody will turn up as like a guest appearance in Time Stranger, I don't think they'll be heavily connected. You know? I just can't see that being the case. I think there's too many new characters. There's definitely going to be little nods back and forth, but... is there any other of those machines we needed to repair? There's one over there, is there not? I'm going to quickly step in this direction. Lucimon HP Spray. So a HP Spray is actually kind of goated at this point. That is an AoE heal, our first AoE heal of the game. And against certain bosses, that will be very welcome, so... eventually, HP Sprays will be available to buy in the later chapters, but they are certainly... well, at least as far as I'm aware, I don't think we can buy those yet. Not yet, anyway. I was hoping Serenity was going to get to 14 before this boss fight, but not at this rate. I think we just push on, guys. Very happy that we actually stopped to grab that item, because I think that could be substantial. So that might keep us alive. Miri will show up. Yeah, for sure, guys. I think so, too. Right, we made it to Kowloon 2 for the first time. Let's talk to this gentleman. You need 4 Digimon of rookie level or higher to deactivate a wall of level 2. To use the hack and skill, press triangle. Very important. You won't be able to get through this wall with this guy sitting in the way anyway, so when there's an NPC there, it's blocked. Let's go into Kowloon 2 then, see what we got up here. I don't know if we need to talk to these fellows, so we'll just chat to them anyway. Digimon with speed, these guys are giving us tips. Right, scooting through. Hello. Yeah, so these guys are all giving you tips about how to deal with certain... they're basically teaching you like the rock, paper, scissors of the game. Vaccine beats virus and virus beats data, so on and so forth. I'd be curious just to know like how you guys remember that sequence in your head. Because to me, like, I think I've talked to you guys about this before. Like, a vaccine, medicine is used to kill bacteria, which is like what the virus looks like. And obviously a virus could hack data because when a virus gets in your computer, you know, it fucks up your computer. But like how a data beats a vaccine, I don't know, that's always a weird one. That's like the last check in my brain, I'm like, yeah, that doesn't really make sense. Data beats vaccine, I don't know what that means. These have been incredible today, guys. I'm very delighted. Delighted to have so many people hanging out on YouTube, So many people hanging out on Twitch. It's really nice to see. And I hope he's come back and visit me at some point in the future. Unless you're a regular viewer, in which case... I think I just walked up the boss fight. Shit. I wasn't ready. Wait, I'm not... I didn't heal. I didn't... No, Mephisto, please, mercy. I have a strong suspicion this man has, like, Metamon or something. Or Growlmon. Yeah, it's Growlmon. Fuck, I wasn't ready, bro. One Growlmon, how hard can he be? One virus type. Oh, we're okay, actually. McCandy should slaughter this man. Foxfire, give it. 99 problems, but damage ain't one, apparently. Yeah. So Mr. Draco is the most vulnerable against this guy. Our damage doesn't seem to be that bad. This is where our flat damage would be excellent to just get through this guy over and over. Luckily, we do water damage, which... Oh no. I thought water would beat this guy, but I think because we are technically... Because I think we're data type, I don't think we can actually hit him properly. We do have Regi's Digimon with us, and he has Vaccine as well, so I think we'll be alright here. Foxfire may have to carry us, and Mr. Draco has to survive. I think what we could do is make Mr. Draco tank more often than not, but we'll wait until he gets a little bit lower first. We need to be chunking this guy. If we can reduce his speed, that would be ideal as well. Critical charge, that's a bit scary. Oh dear. Attack charge field for us, that's pretty good. Good for McCandy, good for Serenity. Foxfire definitely doesn't hate getting buffed here. Oh, we just got a buff on our speed here. Not Mr. Draco, please. Okay, nice. Whenever the AI tanks for you guys, it's a blessing. Like, whenever the AI... You know, when Regi's Digimon takes a hit, just thank everyone you can thank, because he doesn't have a health bar. He can't die. He can't, like, drop out the fight. So for him to tank damage for you is just a complete freebie. So always take that opportunity. Not that you can choose, but you know what I mean. Be happy for that. Please don't kill me. Oh god, he had a good try. He had a good try. Right. Do you know what I could be doing here? I could maybe be using the rock ability. I think that might do even more damage. I'm trying to remember what earth beats in this game. I think it beats lightning or wind or something. Mr. Draco, why don't you go ahead and use a HP capsule on yourself? Keep yourself as healthy as possible, mate. I want you to get this XP, yeah? He's really trying to take us down. Desolation Claw should be huge here. Nice. Massive damage. He resisted whatever debuff that was trying to put on him. Can we kill this guy? It's going to be very close. I think we can just kill him. As long as we don't miss these. Serenity, let's go. Bring it home. Nice. Just managed to sneak him at the end there. Alright, good. Excellent. And we got a memory up, guys. Our first memory up of the playthrough. This is excellent. This is one of these core items that gives you a better storage space for your Digimon, and so it is very, very welcome. No way! How could a bunch of greenhorners... Mephisto's very angry. He's losing his mind. Luckily, I think he is actually done so here. I don't think there's any secret fights. Oh, he just explodes. He scattered the accounts and ran off. We can chase him later. The accounts are top priority. And we just obey Regi here. I think we did it, guys. We pretty much got them all, but this is less than the numbers Axon quoted. You must still have the rest of them, plus the way he acted bothered me. Let's go. Mephisto ran off. I saw it. The little lady's tracking him down now. Looks like he went deeper within. There aren't many logout zones around there. This is a good opportunity. I guess we're still going. The first time I played this game, guys, I didn't make a right turn here. And I didn't know Mephisto was in that corner. I'm pretty sure I ran all the way deep into the area and then had to come all the way back. We're going to use this memory up ASAP, guys. Very, very good. I'm going to use some heals as well. I don't have a lot of SP, unfortunately. We're going to keep our very important heals and MP heals for when we're in battle, because you can only use one per turn, so it makes sense to hang on to the good ones. Regi may have said that, yeah. I think Booty Mom's the nickname he gives to the Twitch chat's mum. Defense boost. I think that goes on the farm, potentially. Or maybe it's just an item, I don't know. Defense boost? Okay, what we getting from this guy? Lilithmon medal. Oh, and a treadmill. Oh, nice. Treadmill is something that goes in the farm. That's a permanent buff to the area. Let's grab this. Attack boost. Not bad. Poor Lalamon getting in the way here. Unlucky. Although look how tanky these enemies are. They have no right to be this powerful. The random Lalamon that's like Giga Chad. The final boss of Kowloon 2. These poor rookie baby Digimon are getting nuked, yeah. There is, I mean, what we could be doing here, guys, there is a hacker skill where you can reduce encounters as high security. Let's see what we need for that. It'll tell us in our data thing here. So, high security reduces encounters. 1 ultimate. So if you have an ultimate Digimon, you can reduce the encounters and stop the random enemies from bothering you as much. That would be very welcome here. Realistically, I feel like the encounters feel so thick and thin because we're moving so fast through the dungeon, to be honest. Right, we are almost there, guys. The good news is we're almost there. You can pat yourselves on the back for getting through it. And if you have been playing, be sure to... This is more so for the people watching on YouTube. If you guys can still hear me, and this makes it into the episode 1, definitely let me know in the comments, guys, how you're getting on with your own playthrough of Hackers. And if so, what's your lineup looking like? Are you pleased with it? Is it moving? Are you keeping it the way it is? Have you specifically looked for a team comp, or are you just free-flowing like what we're doing? Be very curious to hear how things are going, because honestly, I like chatting about this stuff. More so than I thought I would. It gets quite addictive, I think. Sometimes when you play through these games multiple times as well, you realise there's like a team comp, or like a Digimon that you've never used before that's actually very, very good. And you think, oh, why didn't I try that before? I haven't healed my team here. Oh, here we go. Again, pay attention to the yellow legs here. You see the yellow legs? Mephisto! Those yellow legs are our Cyber Sleuth main character. Another hacker got to him first, huh? There you go. That's him leaving. Yeah. I think this is a boss fight, guys, and I don't even know if we're ready for this. I didn't heal my team. They're kind of beaten up right now. One of my teammates has just leveled up, so I think he should be full health, but... Masked Hacker, I thought it was strange how much cooler than usual Mephisto seemed today. It looks like somebody's been impersonating Mephisto. But he wasn't cool at all, it was like he was being controlled. It was almost like the hacker got hacked. Let's see what this guy's doing. Let's see what happens here. Oh, we're back in the... Oh, okay, never mind. I guess that's us. I was expecting a big showdown at the end of the dungeon, guys, I've got to be honest. But, it's so bizarre. He started losing it like he was another person. I also saw what he looked like. Well, I also what looked like a Digimon behind him for a moment. So remember, Digimon are the tools that they use to hack, so... Kind of alluding to the fact that this guy's being controlled by a hack program, aka a Digimon. Put it simply, Eden's base system includes some sort of mind digitization process, right? Our minds are scanned when we logged into Eden and uploaded to the virtual space as mind data. If you say so. But that's impossible. So they're giving you some logic as to why things are happening. It's up to you guys whether you care about this kind of stuff. We're going to click through most of this. Wormman's going to help Erika. They're a team. Alright, can we skip through all the rubbish here? Get to the actual point. The kids were transferred to the corporate server. Let's infiltrate it ourselves and steal the data back. And the little lady and I should act as backup, I suppose. So now we're going into the next chapter, I think. Toru Kayaba, the next target Kay told me about. Maybe I should tell Reggie and the others about Kay. Wolfie, you alright? It's time to go. Well, we just got back. I haven't had any lunch. Reggie, please. I need to sleep, brother. Alright, that's it. Straight back out. Maybe we don't. Maybe we don't go to the next chapter here. I think what's going to happen here is if we go into the PC... I'm scared my Digi-team are in bits here. We have no extra things. So if I go... Let's go DigiLab really quick here, guys. Just ever so quickly. Are my team actually mullered? Yeah, they are a little bit. Not so bad, though. There's some stuff we could do on the farm and stuff, because we now have extra party space. Unfortunately, all of our champions are kind of max level at the moment, so we can't digivolve them. However, we could bring some other people back, and maybe bring them into the team. Let's see if we can't digivolve some people here. Magnadra looks like he's got a digivolution at hand. Woodmon available, what looks like Cubimon, Gatomon, or some other homies. I don't know what the hell these things are. Kind of curious to see how good these dudes are. Obviously, Cubimon could be okay. I think Cubimon's got some decent AoE. Renamon is a data type, so keeping her as a data wouldn't be so bad. It's most of our options, actually. Let's go for something unusual. I have no idea what this is. It could be terrible, but it could also be fun. It's an earth type, and we haven't had any of those yet. Typically, I don't go straight down the main routes all the time, because I like changing it up a little bit, but... Oh, this guy. Is this Tarumon? Is that right? What does this person do? Ninja Claw. 3 physical attacks, neutral damage to 1, tends to crit more often. Okay, cool. Not bad. And then over here, what else do we have? Poopy Pants, are you ready? No. No Digivolutions across the board for these guys. I would really like to pull... We need to give some camaraderie to Tavi at some point. I would really like to Digivolve Roguru as well, would be nice, but he's big chilling at the moment. And we don't care about any of these right now at the moment. Well, we will, but not yet. I would like to move Fabio into the main team, but he can't fit, unfortunately. The only person who can come with us is actually Poopy Pants. Oh, no, actually, all of these guys can come. Does this guy have a Death Penetrating Neutral Attack? Let's take Ryudamon here. He can come with us. Ryudamon needs a nickname at some point as well, so we'll get around to that at some point. Cool. That'll do, I think. Alternatively, we could bring Tavi and get some XP on him. Or Gatomon, I don't hate that, actually. Sure? Okay, maybe Tavi comes with, because Tavi needs some camaraderie. I was going to give some more chicken to Tavi, but I think Tavi could get some levels. And then we can Digivolve him to Gatomon for a pretty solid Digimon. Ryudamon definitely worth considering, though. As is Fabio. We've got a good balance here, guys, with some decent mons. Theoretically, what we could do is swap these guys out and then bring in another squad to change up a little bit, but I don't think there's any real need to do that at this point in time. Okay, so financial institution server. By accessing the URL from the terminal, hopefully you'll find a clue there. Mini, thank you so much. Do we have any extra items to go on these Digimon? Tavi, you could do with an item of some kind. Let's give you some... You don't have a lot of HP at all. Give you our last HP chip, that'll do. And then I'll quickly, for the sake of science, tap in here. Grab some more items, and then that is us, guys. I really thought we'd be at the end of the episode here, but... You can actually buy exciting meat as well, that's not bad. What we'll do is we'll put Tavi into the roster to get some camaraderie. Instead of Mr. Draco, and we'll put Serenity on the top, Tavi in the middle. One thing we want to do here is also put some stuff down in the farm, because we've got some items. So, farm goods. Put some items down here. We have a treadmill. So if anybody's learning speed or training speed, they'll get some more speed points. We don't actually have anybody teaching speed at the moment. We have a lot of searchers, and we have a lot of defenders for some reason. We could theoretically develop some stuff here. I don't think there's any real need to do that at this point in time. I'd much rather just take the XP, I think. But we don't have any builders. Let's just train. We'll worry about items later on, guys. Although the items you can get from developing is certainly good, and we might want to think about it eventually. We could theoretically convert some more Digimon here as well, because we've got some extra Digis that we didn't have before. Let's make a Bottomon. And let's make a... What have we not made yet? Dracmon we've had. Lalamon we've seen a lot of. I think we just maybe make the max level Digimon and just work from these, so Bukamon can come in as well. Alright, these guys won't get any names immediately, but it's worth kind of... If you have space on the farms, guys, it's worth maybe just filling the farms up with some random Digis, because you will need them later. Trust me. So, although you don't have to play like this, but it's obviously being efficient and whatnot. Bukamon we will put into the farm, and we will put Bottomon into the farm as well. And these two guys are durable and searchers, so we do actually have a searcher now. So all in all, our personalities look like this. 2 searchers. We could potentially investigate for some quests if we wanted to, but still no builders, still no fighters, and no intelligent Digimon amongst our team at all, but that's okay. Right, so that'll do. Let's go to the URL, guys, and see what happens. I'm not going to dive into this stuff just now. I'm merely going to go and have a look at it, and hopefully we don't get thrown directly into a boss fight straight away. If I go Eden... I really thought the end of that area was going to be the end of the chapter, but apparently not. Kowloon level 2 is now available, and we can go, yeah, so we can travel directly to Kowloon 2 if we wanted to. And I think we kind of went to the end of that area. I think we got most of the stuff in there, right? We didn't actually see the final area because we got logged into a cutscene and then pulled out immediately. Financial institution server, here we go. We'll see some big Digimon in here, I'm sure, as well as some new Digimon worth recruiting. Is this the first time you've infiltrated a server? Yes. It's the same as the Eden areas. The servers are constructed to allow avatars to move around. They have their pros and cons, but trust is their biggest advantage, if you say so. Constructing servers in Cyber Sleuth lets us visualize and represent security. Above all, Eden's system is cutting-edge fortress of security. Just having a server in Eden garners a certain kind of social credibility. With conventional hacking, it was almost impossible to touch servers securely from the inside, but everything changed with the advent of avatars and Digimon programs. Alright, Reggie, thanks for that. There you go. There's a bunch of Digimon roaming around here. I don't know why Gardemont's doing squats, but I like it. Man's keeping fit. Right guys, this is where we will pick things off when we start playing tomorrow, because we will be live for a long time tomorrow. What I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap up things here, first of all on the recording, and then I'll talk to the streamies right after, guys. So all in all, really good start to the playthrough so far today, guys. We've logged in what looks like 5 hours and 40 minutes, and we've made decent progress. If you guys have made it to this point of the episode, if this is the end of episode 1, which I'm 99% sure it will be, thank you so much for watching. I'm not going to inflate the ending, but I do hope that you consider coming back for episode 2. It should be linked somewhere on the screen here. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Definitely leave me some comments on this particular episode, episode 1. Let me know if you enjoyed it. Let me know if you are playing through Hacker's Memory, if you're playing on hard mode. Let me know what your team looks like. Let me know if you're excited for Digimon Story Time Stranger. And shoot me a like if you could do so as well. That'd be excellent. I'd really appreciate it. I'll see you in the next one. You are very welcome to come by and see us in the live Let's Play if you would like to. We're going to be live on YouTube for the most of this playthrough, and we will be live on Twitch for absolutely all of it. If you guys want to see exactly when I'm live, you can jump over to my Twitch channel and you can do !schedule, or just look for the schedule tab on Twitch, and it'll show you in your local time zones when we're going to be live. If you want to come and hang out, drop us a Twitch Prime, or even just a follow would be very welcome. So I'm more than happy to have you here. We'll get as many people as we can in these live streams and say hello. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you later. And with that, yeah, goodbye. Peace, folks.